are officially live. Let's freaking go. What's up, my dudes? Tommie Bennett here. Today, we're going to be doing a Ask Tommie Everything. For those that don't know me, I am a snowboard coach, content creator, and a dude who's just dedicated trying to make you as awesome as possible. We do these live streams every single week. We're going to be changing the time. Had some technical difficulties going into tonight. We're not going to worry about that because we got an exciting night planned ahead, and that's going to be talking about three major things. One, benetek. Benetek is my goggle and outerwear, technical outerwear company, and we're literally stepping it up and expanding our line at the same time. Super excited to be talking about that. Two, we're going to be talking about my hip update. For those that don't know, I have had 2 hip surgeries on the same hip, which is not exciting, but we're vibing and we're doing everything we can to feel good and awesome. And then third, ask me anything. This is your opportunity to ask questions about gear, benetek, snowboarding, questions, tricks, struggles, anything like that. Hit me up, and we're gonna do this awesome review. Check the reveal. Check this out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Blah! Let's go. Big shout out to my wife Natalie. She hooked us up with a freaking legit sign. Look at this thing. I'm so excited. Here shortly, also fun little extra announcement. Later in this year, we're gonna be doing, maybe even next week, couple weeks, we're gonna be doing a podcast. So like the reason why this thing is set up like the way it is, imagine that we got like a little table here, and then we're gonna be like hanging out, chatting. I got 1 person, 2 people, 3 people. I wanna start doing some more like long form interview style stuff, which I'm really excited about. Also, how we doing? How's the connection? How are you? Where are you tuning in from? How's the audio sound? New computer, new setup, new vibe, new energy, new everything. 2025, new backdrop, new sign, same old snowboard right there, and then just a lot of stuff going on. So stoked to see you all here. Letters, what up, dog? Dude, Jeff, let's go. How we doing? MB, let's go. Whoop whoop. Exactly. We're vibing. We're excited. Medium of media. What up, dog? Haven't seen you yet. Keystone, but I've also only been at Keystone like a couple times. So regardless, really exciting. So we're gonna dive into, as people come in, as people chat. What's up, Mike T with the bird gang repping? Let's go, dude. Let's go. Where's the wheel? Need to spin, dude. I have the wheel somewhere. Should we do that? I have a spin. This is like set up from last year. Look at this thing. It's still there. Spin to win. I might even move this over here. You can see it. The spin to win. Also hate how this is sitting here. I'm gonna move this just gently down here. All right, we're set up. We're vibing. We got a lot going on these days, right? So as we got people coming in, where's the wheel? Boom, there we go. Also, if you want to do donations, extremely appreciated, not expected, but extremely donations are extremely appreciated. It helps create the content, helps fund the stickers and all this stuff to make this possible, because at the end of the day, we're doing our best to make this happen, and your guys' support is absolutely incredible. So if you guys want to donate, use the link down below. I'm gonna get a lot more of the dollar, but either way, when you do donate, like our board letters over here, we do get a spin to win. On this spin, there's gonna be a couple things, including some stickers. So we're gonna have that all going. Boom. Boom, let's go. Day Job Shredder, what up, dog? Give me 1 hot second. So we got a little spin. That's probably really loud, but not the end of the world. Oh yeah, that's shopbenetek.com. That's what it landed on. I'm gonna move this over just so you can see it. It's all legit here. Ugh. Boom. Exciting. I'm so pumped for this. This is cool. I definitely haven't been doing live streams in the summer just because just got other things going on, like hip surgeries and stuff. So let's go. Yeah, appreciate that. All right, so we got Bree, what up? Hanging in there, hanging out with the bird, hanging out in the bird banter, waiting for the snow season to start. Last spring, my snowboard instructor had me going down cat tracks. I kept getting stuck. How do I stop myself from getting stuck? Ooh, I'm gonna move some of these. Pop out chat, boom. Okay, there we go. I got like a monitor over there, over here, everywhere. We got this. Okay, cool. Love that. Can I hear it again? Mike, let's go. You want that spin to win? Let's go. Cool. We're gonna do a spin, and then we got Bree with a question to answer. Okay, we gotta give this like a little bit of a... We're gonna do it again. That was dramatic, right? Dramatic AF. It says, don't grab Tindy. Can you see that? Don't grab Tindy. Okay, cool. All right, moving on. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. Letters and Mike T, whatever, gang. Let's go. Appreciate you coming in hot. All right, so what else we got? Boom, 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 boom. All right, so anybody struggling with catwalks? I actually made a video on this on Instagram, TikTok, but the audio was like terrible, so I haven't posted it yet. And can you do that, Jose? Are you able to do that? Are you still admin? Because I don't have that currently. But we could do that for sure. So as far as like catwalks, the 3 big things that you want to be doing on a catwalk is 1, anticipating where you're going. As you're going, like just imagine you're in a car and you're going down a hill, but you have no gas and you do have brakes. So all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to use the momentum that I have going downhill. I need to anticipate where I'm going. So imagine it goes down, flat, and then there's an up. Well, I have to carry my momentum because I have no gas in my car. I'm going down, and then as I'm flat, I need to keep that momentum. So as long as I'm looking, I'm going to be able to anticipate that change of terrain, which is going to be a big deal, especially in snowboarding because there's like constant changes of terrain. So I would say definitely like first and foremost, that's going to be the number 1. Number 2, really understand how to be on a carved turn. If you're on a carve, you're able to change direction while minimize resistance, meaning you can either accelerate or coast, allowing you to thread the gnar or keep up your speed. And then number 3 is I like most times catwalks actually slightly tilted. And you're gonna notice that once you see this, you'll never unsee it. Most times a catwalk, there's like a hill on this side and a drop off on this side. So the catwalks are usually actually slightly tilted, which means that the fall line is no longer this way, it's actually diagonal, forcing you downhill, which could mean you're getting stuck or going into the trees. And so you're actually wanting to force yourself to stay on the high side of the catwalk, which makes life like 10,000 times easier, for sure, 10,000 times easier. I'm just looking for a little bit of a link here. All right. Okay, so what else we got in here? Give me 1 second. We're vibing. What up, Angry Snowboarder? Angry Snowboarder is in the house. If you guys don't follow his channel, he's got a bunch of gear stuff. I don't really do gear, but I definitely need... I don't do gear, so you definitely need somebody in the world to do that, and that's going to be that dude right there for absolutely sure. I'm just... Let's see what else we got in here. Boom. Boom. There we go. If you're interested in using that link, it's going to be linked up there. Pinned it. Let's go. Angry Snowboarder. Let's see what else we got. We're vibing in here. What's up, dudes? Tinty is my favorite grab. How do I progress to it? Never to grab Tindy. It's about as fun as catching an edge. Let's see what else we got in here, my dudes. Adam, what happened to your hip? So I have this thing called like had this thing called a cam lesion. So on my hip, the top of the femur is supposed to be like nice and smooth, and then you have your hip socket. It sits in here and it does this, right? Super cool. There's also like this bushing in between your hip socket and your top, like the hip socket, top of the femur and the hip socket. There's like a bushing in between. So it's like a little bit of like a damper between for like impact. Well, on my hip, instead of being smooth, it has like a ridge, and this ridge will actually caught the labrum and tore it off the bone. Now, this is like a defect in my hip, and then eventually it was gonna tear, so I tore it snowboarding, but it was gonna happen regardless, more of like a defect in my body versus like, oh, I crashed and fell, because I never actually crashed. So then I tore my labrum about 10 years ago, and then I've had 2 hip surgeries trying to fix it, and I'm still in a bunch of pain, which is not the sickest thing ever, but at the same time, here we are. Trying to stay optimistic, to be honest, like it's been a big struggle and kind of like struggling behind the scenes, but you know what? You do what you can. So good question there. Yo, Hoax, what up, dog? Yo, Tommy, I've been boarding I'm a boarder from the East Coast. Do you have any tips for boarding on ice and having a sick day? Yes. 2 big things that I love. Sharp edges. Sharp edges, especially when you're side slipping, allows you to create a little bit more friction. Friction equals balance, friction equals control. So the more grip you have, the better you're gonna be. For example, you're driving down the highway at 100 miles an hour on a dry road, you actually have a lot of friction on your tires to get grip. But if you're on black ice, you could go 100 miles an hour. Most likely you couldn't get up to speed. Secondly, you couldn't control anything. So if you can actually have friction, you're gonna have grip on the snow. So I actually love having a sharp edge when I'm snowboarding. That's gonna allow me to have more control. Secondly, the more you can get your belly button, check this out. The more you can have your belly button stacked over the edge. So even if your like edge is tilted like this, notice how more stacked I am. What ends up happening is a lot of snowboarders do this. Notice where my belly button's here and my edge is here. I'm more likely to slip out. But if I can be in a more stacked position while lifting up my toes and being more here, even though I have this gnarly edge angle, I'm gonna be in a more balanced position because I'm more stacked over this heel side edge versus being like way out there. So East Coast riding, definitely like a whole its own thing. I rode in Australia where it would literally rain and then freeze and you come out the next day in pure ice, just like East Coast. Like I've ridden that stuff. Like yes, I'm from Colorado, but I've ridden some gnarly stuff. And by having sharp edges makes things way more awesome. For sure. Steven, stoked that you're boarding again. Do you think this surgery is way more successful than the last one? It's interesting, Steven, because like hip surgery, I've had 2 of them and I'm still in nearly the same amount of pain, which is super frustrating. So I don't really know yet. Time will tell, right? And then I went to the doctors. They're like, oh, your hip pain could be this, this, or this. And I'm like, so you actually don't even know what it is, which is super frustrating. But here we are. Okay, Angry Snowboarder. Remember, people, click like, leave a comment, eat your birds whole. And remind Tommie that he needs to buy new boots and get some solid arch support. Angry Snowboarder, he was like a friend of mine, but also roasts me all the time. And he's like, you need new boots. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm on a budget, bro. I can't just be buying new boots every 24 hours. And so he roasts me for that. Last year, I had like really gnarly like ankle problems just because I had like really blown out boots. And I finally got new boots and all my ankle problems went away. Not my hip problems, but my ankle problems. My ankle problems. Also, we got MB with a freaking $6 donation. Let's go. Tuning in from the Netherlands and looking forward to 3 months in Colorado this season. Are you kidding me? Dude, that's so sick. Hope to see you out there, brother. To be honest, right now I'm riding Keystone a couple days a week. Maybe like 3 to 4 days a week at Keystone. And then once Copper has their park open, I'll be riding the park chair the rest of the season. So if you're going to find me, the reality is you're going to have to see me at the park. What else we got in here, my dudes? So I was supposed to be on here at 3 o'clock. Had some technical issues and didn't make it, but appreciate you guys hopping a little late. What do you guys think of the 3 o'clock time? We're going to try that. Okay, Angry Snowboarder says, I saw an app that was promoting serious freestyle snowboarding, and they grabbed Tindy Hardcore. You know, I think I saw the same thing. I think I know exactly who you're talking about, and I think I sent that same thing to my buddy Sean. So, like, I was, like, super aggressive about the whole Tindy thing for a long time, and now I've definitely, like, calmed down about it. I still believe Tindy is, like, not awesome, and people shouldn't grab Tindy. So when I see it, I definitely have like an inside joke with my friends, but I also don't want to just be like causing problems on the internet. That's like not me. I'm like anti-confrontational. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Just like whatever. Jay, what up, dog? How we doing? Jairus, let's go. Tommie, what's good? What's up, boss? How we doing? Bree, thanks for the tip about the cat tracks. I'll be sure to pull all of that together when I'm on the mountain this year. Yeah, I have some videos on YouTube somewhere with it for sure. I have some stuff for sure about it. Not exactly sure where. I feel like I have finally locked down backside 360s after 360s about 80 to maybe 80% of the way. Just need to land consistency without spinning when I land. Ooh. Yo, Jose. Jose's in Jordan, maybe Jordan or somewhere else in this world. What up, Jose? I think with the backside 360, like the 2 big things is like on a backside 360, I love landing on my toe side edge so that if I'm like doing a 360, boom, if I land on my heels, I feel like it's really easy to slide out. But if I land on my toes, I feel like it's easier to like slam in the ground and get that edge to lock in so that I don't over rotate. But the other thing is like, if it's a small side hit or small jump, I'm definitely trying to spot the landing as soon as possible and then allowing my lead shoulder to either counter rotate, meaning my shoulder, as I'm spinning, my lead shoulder will actually slightly spin in the opposite direction, allowing that rotation to slow down so that I can be more precise about my landing. On a small jump, on a bigger jump, I'll do the same thing, but I just won't spot the landing as early because that's pretty tricky for sure. Well, also got my boy Voo. What up, dog? He's in here for the freaking 11 months. He says, what's going on, Tommy? What's up, boss? Checked in with you a couple times with the wrist. Hopefully you're doing good. Gnarly injuries suck. Yo, what a $20 banger. Let's go, Gus. Keep that mind right. Injuries suck. Yeah, it's so tough because like that first time I did hip surgery, I was like so aggressive and like working out and feeling good. And then it got to a point where I was like, man, I'm probably going too hard too soon. Now I'm taking like, okay, I'm relaxing, I'm recovering, I'm taking a lot more time to actually get the recovery. But I also feel like after 2 hip surgeries, I'm like, bro, I've been at this for so long. I'm just like, it's challenging to stay optimistic, you know? But at the same time, thankful to be back on my snowboard, and that's like a big freaking deal. Back on my snowboard, I'm so stoked on that. There we go. Boom. Boom. Let's go. Cool. Boom. Boom. Am I going to be at Keystone tomorrow? I'm going to probably ride from 9 to 11 or 9 to 12. And I got a bunch of filming I got to do. So I got to get my wisdom teeth taken out. And I got 4 of them to take out, plus like another tooth I got to take out. So my goal was to create like 15 short form content, 3 YouTube videos, a mini interview about benetek, plus a bunch of product videos, shots for the website. So like the next 2 days are, oh, let's go, Jay, with a $5 donation. Die in a fire. How dare you? Let's go, Jose Bautista. Let's go, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for using the link pinned for that. Let's go. Also, dude, I owe you guys some freaking spins. Let's go. Happy with a spin. Let's go. We're going to get a nice little spin going. Oh, denied. Jose, let's go. Let's go. Oh, free sticker, Jose. Shoot me your address. I'll get you some stickers, my dude. Let's go. And then, guys, to keep that mind right, dude, I appreciate the $20 banger. Let's go. I don't know which way to spin it. One sounds like way more aggressive. Dude, guys, shoot me a message on Instagram with your address and I can send you some stickers. I got some benetek stickers. Check these out. We've been like hustling. Look at this. We make it rain. We got stickers. We got all sorts of stuff. Yes, I absolutely just made a miserable mess. But you know what? It was worth it for the dramatic fashion. The dramatic fashion. Boom. So we make stickers in-house. In-house. Yeah, I was gonna go to Keystone for a little bit, but I got a lot of content to make. Tyler, let's go. You taught me how to snowboard last season, dude. That's what we freaking love to hear. Just had an opening day at Meadows on Hood this week, and it was rad to ride this early. I used to live in Oregon, down in Welch's, right before Mount Hood, Meadows, and Timberline. I lived there for 3 years. Rode Mount Hood, Timberline, Meadows. I go there every summer, dude. So I totally understand. And it's sick when it's sick, right? Holy cow. Giovanni, let's go. Portugal, let's go. That's sick. Adam, Battalion Evil Twin thoughts. Thinking of getting. Oh, I don't. To be honest, like I'm definitely not your go-to person when it comes to. When it goes to like boards, because I ride one board and one board. This is the same board I've had for like the last 3 years. That one. So I would say hit up Angry Snowboarders live stream every Thursday at 3 o'clock, or check out Angry Snowboarders YouTube channel, and I would just type in like the name of the board and the Angry Snowboarder, and you'll find some reviews. Even if it's like last year or this year, there's gonna be a bunch. He pumps out way more content than anyone else on this webula. As far as sizing, let's see, 157, 5'9", and you're like 180 pounds, 5'7". It depends on your riding style. If you're looking for something that is, if you want something like a little bit more freestyle and spinny, I'd go a little smaller. If you want something like big mountain, that should be fun. 3 T's and a 10. Let's go. Did you watch the Starship launch today? It was awesome. No, I did not. I've been absolutely in a blender today, to be honest. Been in a blender. I went and did a photo shoot for Benetek this morning, which I'd love to get into, showcasing sneak peek of our new gear, pumped. And also did a photo shoot for that. Went to Keystone, met up with some friends, showed off some stuff, came back home, working on this website, had to do like a bunch of stuff because we're getting a bunch of like, it's like I have a fulfillment center that ships my stuff out, so I have to like fill out all this paperwork so when stuff comes in, it's seamless and it can get like onto the table pretty quick. So bit of a blender, but we're vibing. And then I'm trying to do this. I'm like, oh, so as soon as I got here, I was like, this light I had to turn on, that light I had to turn on. There's a light here that was like down in my garage, and I'm like rushing around trying to make everything happen. But it's all good, all good, all good. Because I was using this for I was hoping to use it for the photo shoot. We ended up not needing it, but the photos look good. You want to see this? Should I give you a little sneak peek? Don't tell anyone. Don't tell Hillary. Hillary's my designer slash photographer slash does everything. Check this out. It's gonna look better on website. Little interacts, a little. It was like snowing. It's like an absolute blizzard in the middle of the freaking winter outside. Good times, good vibes, good vibes. Yeah, what up, Ed? Hi, Tommie. Wanted to ask an experienced snowboarder. I feel my feet hurt like heck when I snowboard. I went to practice skin machine, but my legs collapsed after 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Barely lasted. Ooh, okay. Couple things with feet. I would definitely make sure you have the right boots. Contrary to everyone, I like to have my boots a little big, only because I feel like I don't want to just be miserable when my toes are just cramped on the front. Like, I hate that. I'm not here to be miserable. I hate rock climbing shoes because you're like absolutely wrecked. That's one. Two, you may have to look into getting specific snowboard insoles that are going to help support your ankles. Also, how tight. I like to tighten the upper part of my boot, and I don't tighten the lower part because I feel like the boot like crams my foot down, so I have an arch, and then it's like, yeah, I don't like that either. So I choose to not tighten the top of the boot, or sorry, like this part of the boot, the lower section, but I tighten the upper. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, the other thing about like efficiency when you're snowboarding is like there could be a lot of technique in it. There's like two different like ways we could snowboard. One is like using more of our muscular structure. Essentially, you're using a lot of energy to balance, maneuver, and do stuff. But if you're in more of a skeletal structure or a more biomechanically optimized position, you're gonna be a lot more efficient. So if you check out, there's two things you can do. Just check out my YouTube channel and type in like snowboard stance, beginner guide, most common mistakes. Like there's quite a few on there that you could talk about, that you could benefit from. But I also have a snowboard course that I literally have like created like the last 28 years of my life coaching thousands of people and put it into like a lesson. And I talk about the most ideal body position. And I have like this system, it's the Tommie Bennett snowboard system, where I literally talk about your body moving in the most optimal way on a snowboard. Then we talk about how the heck do we use that to control our snowboard. And then in the third phase of my teaching system is how the heck do we actually implement our body board in combination with the mountain. Within those three structures right there, we're starting to understand the biomechanics of the human body and what is more efficient and how do we become more powerful. Additionally, how do we utilize our board? There's certain times where we want to use carving versus not, carving versus skidding. Then how do we implement all that on the mountain? Plus, there's 3 more phases in my online snowboard course that we amplify it. Now it's like taking everything to the next level. And I have like a little bit of a, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. And you can check out like the online snowboard course. I do offer 30-day money back guarantee if you're interested in that too, but freaking, so those are like the things that I would recommend 100%. Best board slide tips, front and back board. What's your favorite bird for dessert? None, but we're gonna give you a spin in a hot minute. Let's see, okay, overall, when it comes to like board slide tips, the biggest thing that's going to be the absolute game changer is, I'm trying to find like, I don't know if this is going to be the best representation. You see this? This is like, imagine this is like a can. Don't worry about it. But the top of it, imagine this is a rail, okay? This is a rail right here. So, now, when we have the dude bro here, we're going to have to understand your body, your belly button position, okay? If I have my belly button here and my belly button stacked directly over the feature, as I let go, this guy's gonna be here, right? If I'm directly stacked, it's balanced. Now watch, what happens when this guy's belly button's over here, right? So whether you're doing a board slide, front board, back board, or 50-50, make sure your belly button is over the rail. Okay, cool. What about my board is over here? Well, if I want to actually slide under this binding, all I got to do is move my belly button over here and I'll balance, okay? We just get that guy's balance to be over there. Right? If I can get your belly button, now look how steezy this dude is. But as long as your belly button, which is your center of mass, is lined up over the feature, you're going to be able to balance in this board side. Now the same thing applies here. If I want to be over this foot, center to here. As long as your belly button is directly over the feature, board sides, front boards, back boards, 50-50s, all those tricks are 10 times easier if you can commit to getting your belly button on the rail. And then if your legs move underneath, it doesn't really matter. As long as your belly button's over there, you're literally vibing, if that makes sense. So, and then what's my favorite bird dessert? Dude, I'm just a big fan of cheesecake, okay? Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. Oh, dude. Dude. Yo, slice, dude. Don't tell people that, because it's true. Tommie deep fried turkey. Dude, deep fried turkey is one of the sketchiest, most delicious things you can ever do. We're also gonna get the boy, we're just gonna give the boy a little spin. Yo, you get a free sticker, hit me up on the Instagram, and I'm gonna write them out. I got new stickers we're gonna give away. Let's go. Let's go. And then we got Vince. Let's go. What's up, dog? With a $10 donation. We're gonna freaking like these too, for sure. Yo, just saying, I'm digging the new color jackets. Let's go. Dude, I freaking appreciate that for sure. Let's go. We got new jackets in the house. We're gonna get a spin, and I'm gonna show off the jackets. If you got more questions, definitely, this is the time to ask me anything. Let's go. We got a big spin. Hopefully that's not blowing out your eardrums. Yo, you got a free sticker too. Let's go, Vince. Let me know if you want a free sticker. We got them, bro. Got stickers on galore. On board. All right, so we're gonna switch up the pace a little bit. Stay tuned. I'm gonna show you a sneak freaking peek of the cool things that we have coming in this year. We got a lot. We got a lot of things, and one of my favorite things is a neck tube. Okay. Trust me, this is literally the softest, most amazing neck tube ever. And here's a fun hack that people don't know about that I'm exposing one of my friends. I'm gonna give him credit anonymously. Words are hard. The best way to wear a neck tube is like this. You go like this, and now you fold it over like this. And now it sits here. Hold on. Wait, wrong side. Let's go like this. Fold the corners under. Boom. Now, guess what? It stays no matter what. Right? Stays. This thing is soft, stretchy. Boom. We have neck tubes, and the sickest thing about the neck tube is we have a couple different designs here, and they're each like this. We got the dark on the outside if you want to be low key. Flip them out if you want to be bright and loud. Boom. Look at that. And then if you want to hide the Benetek logo, you can put it on the other side. Boom. Dark, low key. Boom. Wild. Cotton candy-esque, right? Cool. We also got some of these. Booms. We got sick hats. I should be wearing a hat. Look at this. What's up? We got hats. We got hats. Oh, look at this. We got hats. Super sick. There's one more. We also got really sick beanies. Oh my gosh. Acrylic soft beanies. Really hyped on that. We also have gloves. These are last year's gloves. Super stoked on them. But we're going to show off the tech hoodies first. And then I'm going to show off the winter jackets. Check this out. This is the sickest thing ever. Okay. Check this out. Boom. It's like literally a freaking mountain. And it's blue. And we've upgraded a couple things. Now on these hoodies, we've upgraded the anoraks to be way better zippers. They're all YKK now, by the way. YKK. Now check this out. Anoraks allows you to get in and out of the jacket. Dude, Larry, what the freaking $100? Bro, gotta support the Terminator. Dude, I'm feeling like with a bad hip and everything. What? With a $100 donation, you're a freaking GOD. What? Oh my gosh, what? Dude, let's go. Thank you so much, dude. Larry's a freaking legend. What a god. Holy cow, I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna give you a spin just because you should win. Holy cow, let's go. We got more jackets to show. It says win a prize. You want a sticker? Let me know. Let's go. Dude, you're a god. You're a god. Let's go. I don't even know what to say. I appreciate that, dude. Dropping bombs today. I need like a big animation that just goes crazy, like a nuclear freaking avalanche or something. And so we got YKK zippers. Some of our zippers last year were not awesome. YKK zippers. Anoraks allows you to get in and out. And then we like colored the inside. I'm super hyped on that. And then we got that. There's also the zipper here, but then you can also undo it here for airflow. Multitasking. Boom. On the other side, we do have another vent, but this time this vent actually has mesh if you want that, so we do have that option. YKK oversized hood to accommodate helmets. Let's go. Pull tabs, gotta have that. And then on this, we've updated our zippers. YKK, YKK, YKK. We got these. We got this pocket. Last year was a little flimsy. It's actually sewn in. Love that. And then on the side, we have our other pocket, perfect for a selfie stick. I have one over here, fits a selfie stick, but there's also like a cell phone pocket right here, which you probably can't see. Cell phone goes here so that it sits a little bit higher up, and you put your cell phone in, and then if you're snowboarding vibing, it's not hitting you in the manhood or hitting you in the femur. It's like just not low, but it's a little bit higher. So big stoke on that. Boom. And then the hood, got a nice color in the hood. A little update, small little details. Super, super stoked on that. And then there's also like this little, there's a little hole for adding headphones. Little headphones. Boom. Really stoked on that. That's colorway number 1. Colorway number 1. That's going to sit there. We got our, whoa, sneak peek. Can't see that. That's coming soon. Our version 2.0 tech hoodie. Let's go! I'm so pumped on this. We've increased the saturation. We changed the pattern. A little bit different, a little bit vibe. Same updated YKK zippers, pockets, cell phone, anoraks, oversized hood, pull strings, different logo in the front to be a little bit more low-key, but still, we gotta show people what it is because we gotta get excited, right? So we got this one updated. Let's freaking go. Now, some people have been asking for this. We just want like a black jacket. So we got a black jacket. This is really dull. It looks a little bright in the sun, or sorry, in the light. It's not, it's really dull. And we got a little bit of a hood, have a little bit of character, but we got a black YKK zipper, cell phone pocket, anoraks, mesh. Also, pass pocket on all of them. Pass pocket, oversized pass pocket, credit card pocket right here. Just black, boom, black, simple. Benetek, not as bright. It's looking reflective, but it's not that bright. Boom, low key. This is probably gonna be one of my go-to jackets that people don't even know. Check this one out. Our little bit of a different spice to it. Deep Grove, as we're calling this one. Holy cow! Little bit character, dark, interesting. This green is like such a cool green. Boom. This looks super sick. YKK, pass pocket, oversized hood, anoraks, pit zips, cell phone pocket. Like boom. Pretty sick, right? Holy cow. It looks so cool. I think people are going to love this one. Those are our tech hoodie lineup. Tech hoodie lineup. And I just put a chair in the way. Tech hoodie lineup. Boom. Let's go. Tech hoodie lineup. Really excited about it now. Now, what I'm most excited about is tech hoodies have been so sick. Black on black is the gem. Exactly. Give the stickers to some kids who can rip. Dude, I'm gonna put that in my pocket tomorrow. Go to Keystone, give some people some freaking love on some stickers, dude. Larry with a freaking, just a GOD. Okay, Jeff, he says I'm hyped. Okay, now, tech hoodies have been like our flagship product, but I was like, you know what? Tech hoodies are sick, but I think we can do something different, more awesome, and I think people are gonna love it. So me and my wife, literally on a whim, I was sitting here scrolling through the internet looking at like, I need to find manufacturers. I found a guy doing a YouTube video. Literally, YouTube, love you. Found a YouTube video and there's like, oh, there's this event in New York. And I was like, oh, what's the date? The date's in 4 days. Yell at my wife across the room, hey, you wanna go to Vegas? She said, sure. So we go to Vegas. There's this place that has 948 different vendors, manufacturers that you can just like walk, talk, chat, vibe. So we met one that did winter jackets for another known company, and I was like, OMG, I'm in love, okay? I'm in love. So we are doing this. Check this out. Let me put it on. You can't see it yet. Hold on. We're gonna go this one. You might have seen it. Oh, there's an arm. You saw that. Dramatic YouTuber, don't worry. Okay, dude, we got winter freaking jackets. I'm like 6'7". No, I'm not. I'm like 5'5". Okay. We got cinches at the bottom. This is a medium. Boom. Couple features that I absolutely want. Features that I love. One of them, if I had this problem, this world problem. I had my phone here. It's in my pocket. Kept smashing my kneecap. Absolutely hate it. I have a friend who's a nurse. She said, there's so many injuries that are sustained because people keep their phones here and they like fall, crash, and you can see it literally bulging into my belly and my ribs, not sick. So there's literally this pocket. You can see it right there. Boom. Right there, pocket, and my phone sits there, but you can see my phone's right here. Now it sits slanted, so it's not this way. It's like, boom. Now it's actually gonna like move out of the way when you snowboard and vibe. Dude, how sick. Boom, cell phone, and it just fits in. And then there's another one on this side, but it's at a different angle and it's a little bit higher. So this one's here, this one's here. So then maybe you want it on this side and blah, blah, blah. So we got some different options, which I'm super stoked on. We also have these super sick, keep yourself warming pockets. I was in New Zealand coaching snowboarding on like a negative 10-degree day, absolutely miserable, freaking cold. And there was this jacket that I had like 10, 15 years ago, and they had these pockets up here. And I remember just being shivering and being like, oh, I love these pockets. So I own a company. I want features that are realistic, that are sick. So I ended up doing this. I made pocket. Look how chill this is. We got pockets up here. I'm chilling, super comfortable. I can still put my phone. One thing that I've been doing is like I have like an Insta360. I put it up here. Just super easy. It's not down here because the problem with it down here, it's like smacking, moving around. It's like here. It's a little bit here. There it is, right there. So then it's like super easy in and out. So I could still do that. Pockets up here, super chill. Of course, you gotta have a freaking micro cloth to clean your stuff. Boom. Also, pass pocket. Guess what? Boom, pass pocket. Guess what? Boom, pass pocket. Boom, pass pocket each side. Problem is, I ride Icon and Epic, and my passes always fight each other. So now I could just be like boom or boom, super stoked, or credit card, ski pass. Having one. What if you're regular? What if I'm goofy? I totally did that backwards. Don't worry. So we did that, and then we also have these like oversized. Look at this, oversized. No. We decided to do no vents. Or sorry, we did massive vents, but we did no mesh because a lot of times I'm gonna wear this jacket with another layer underneath, and I actually want to maximize the airflow in because if it's super narrow, then I'm not gonna be able to get a lot of airflow, especially if I'm hiking, vibing. So I want that extra airflow, so we could do that. And then we got that, boom. Each side. So look at this jacket. You know, a lot of times you have jackets where it's like it gets stuck. Well, here it's like, so, and you can do it with your mittens on because we have like these little pull tabs. Look how cute this is. Can you see this? It's a benetek logo. Oh my God, it's so cute. It's like, oh, the little things. Of course, we have this too, by the way. Powder skirt. Boom. Powder skirt. Gotta have that. Look at this. Another pocket. Boom. Look at this. Mesh pocket. Boom. Put my goggles in there. And then we got another pocket here. Boom. Pretty sick, right? We got some cool stuff. I'm super pumped on that. That's this colorway. I should probably grab my phone. Grab my phone. So that's colorway number 1. And then we have this colorway, which I don't know which one I like more. Colorway. Now we do have a limited amount of these because I have to test the market. I gotta make sure that these are sick. People want them. People love them. I gotta make sure they're awesome. So we have a limited amount. We're gonna offer these in medium, large, XL. Look at this jacket. So this is actually called our benetek X line. This is my thought. We have our normal line, which is gonna be like a reasonable price point. You get a lot of value for it, but there's gonna be the next line. So benetek X, anytime you see this patch with an X on it, look at that, benetek X. A little mountain in there. Big shout out to Hillary for designing this. I was like, Hillary, make a benetek X logo. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then when you see this, it's like a little mountain in there. Oh, I freaking love it. So benetek X is gonna be like our higher end gear. So this jacket's gonna be higher end gear. We're also gonna be doing puffy jackets. But we're not just gonna be doing like normal puffy jackets. We're gonna have goose down. Now I'm a big fan of like premium stuff that's gonna like last and function. Like I wanna be comfortable on a negative 30-degree day, having fun with smile on my face, and having like a nice puffy with goose down, really nice material. I found this incredible manufacturer and they're like so cool, so awesome. Originally wasn't gonna go with that. No, I was originally not gonna go with do puffies this year. He messaged me like, hey, I sent you a bunch of samples. I paid for them. And there's like, hey, we want you as a customer. We'll make you as many puffy jackets as you want for free. And I was like, all right. So it started the conversation again. And we got the next batch and we were like, some innovative vent features, some innovative pockets, some like innovative features that are real world, right? One of the best things about that I bring to the table is I live at 9,140 feet. It's cold. I go outside right now. It's freaking miserable. Literally outside my house. My girlfriend walks the dog, and she's like, oh, by the way, like this jacket's doing this. I really like this about this, or I don't like this about this. She's literally testing it every day, walking the dog, which I'm like super pumped on. I love this color. Look at the inside. Look at the detail. Look at the tape on the seams. Ooh, so excited. So benetek X is our level up quality performance line. So we're going to be doing 200 jackets, and then in about 6 to 8 weeks, we're going to have puffy jackets. I know it's a little late in the season, but I still wanted to bring them to the table to just put them out there because I think they're so good. I had Hillary's my graphic designer slash creative director, and she's like, oh, I don't know about puffies. I'm like, have you ever tried one? She's like, no. I'm like, here's a puffy, go outside. She was about to like hang out with some friends in the middle of the night in winter. I'm like, go try it. She's like, came back like, this thing's amazing. I'm like, I know. Puffies are lightweight without the restriction, but you get the warmth. Are you kidding me? So then the goal is to we have 2 puffies, one big puffy and one little like lightweight puffy for underneath. So then like we designed them so that like this jacket can go over that, so that you have your jacket super versatile. You add a little bit of warmth underneath. So we're like have that. So then so this year we're gonna have 4 tech hoodies, 2 winter jackets, 2 puffy jackets, socks, goggles, gloves, neck tubes, beanies, and hats. Like we literally got a lineup. I'm super freaking pumped. Freaking pumped. Like it's so scary. Like the reality of like starting all this, doing all this is like the scariest thing ever, because like a big shout out to my family. They've like, my mom, my dad have worked so like jobs, sacrificed so much, like tried to provide so much for like us. I have a brother, a sister, myself, 3 of us. Like my parents have like sacrificed so much, but I don't have like a backup plan. Like I'm like, I have to figure this out. I got to do this. I got to do like everything I can to make this work. But if I can understand how to create awesome features, solve problems, and have like better customer delight, in the end, I'll win. So right now it's like, okay, how do I solve the problems? What are the problems? Like, how do we do this? And that's like constantly on my mind. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, like thinking about stuff. And like, when you have a 9-to-5 job, you literally just go home. You have a 9-to-5. You don't even care. Like, I don't care. I love Chipotle. So this is not a knock. But if I work at Chipotle, I go home. I don't care. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. Somebody else is dealing with the problems, right? When I own this business, like all the problems are my problem. Okay, the website's like this. The website's not functioning. The design, the marketing, the blah, 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 blah. It's like all on my back. And like, yeah, I have some help, but it's still like on me at the end of the day. It's like my decision of who I hire, my decision of who I involve, my decisions of manufacturing. There's like so much stress, and the challenging part about it all is like you make a decision now and you don't know the repercussions if it was awesome, not awesome for like 6 to 8 months. And then you get the jackets and you're like, this is exactly what I want. And you're like, hi, just trying to like, right? Because like one thing could be like, oh, I didn't order enough smalls or I ordered too many. That's a simple problem that I have to deal with that is so freaking scary, right? You're like, oh, I ordered, like in the beginning, the first year I ordered like 50 smalls and sold like 10 of them. And I'm sitting on like 40 small jackets. I'm like, holy cow, because then that ends up being money I spent for inventory that never got sold in the time that I was hoping to sell it. And eventually it sold out in years, but it was just like a small size. It ended up being like, well, that's more of like a kid size. So there's like issues with sizing, issues with like, sometimes you have manufacturers that have their size chart, but it's for like their people versus like our people in like snowboarding in style and that. So it's like we have to come in and be like, here's our sizing. And sometimes the manufacturer's like 100% on, and sometimes they like kind of miss the mark or they don't understand the instructions. So it's like such a wild time, right? And so there's so many decisions, but I love what I do. Like I get so excited about the new jackets coming in. I get so excited to see somebody on the, I saw this dude with a benetek jacket last year. I'm like, dude, no way, that jacket's sick. He's like, thanks, man, and just left. They had no idea who I was. And I'm like, that is so cool, because the goal is to, the goal is to like have people buy my stuff that doesn't know me because they love this stuff. Because eventually my hip's gonna blow up, my back's gonna blow up, and I'm gonna like, whatever, but I have like a business that's gonna run and be awesome because it's like customer, snowboarder, skier, like focused, right? Matt, what's up, dog? Dude, I appreciate you hopping in, dude. Good to see you, dude. Let's go. Matt's my my nephew. Let's go. See, family, vibes. Let's go. So we're vibing for sure. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. We got so much going on. I'm so excited. So we're gonna have lightweight puffies that are super sick, benetek X line. We're gonna have winter jackets, tech hoodies. The tech hoodies V4s are so sick. I'm so pumped on them. We got hats. The colors are sick. Beanies, neck tubes. The neck tubes are so soft. I'm like so particular about my neck tubes because like some of the material used is just like so miserable on my face. So having something that's like I think is like sick, and like I was saying, like we test our stuff. Like I snowboard like over 200 days a year. So I have a lot of experience of like the last 20 years of like things I like, I don't like. I've rode for different companies and sponsored. I've also bought a lot of different stuff. So definitely stoked. What's up? Wanted to let you know that you got Midwest Patrollers rocking your goggles now. No freaking way, dude. That's so sick. I'm so pumped on goggles. I have a pair of lenses right here. I got lenses. I got goggles over there. I just don't want to get up right now. I got a bad back. So stoked on the goggles. So, and then, so yeah, snowboarding, ski, technical wear. So fun, so excited. And like, what I want to do is create a brand that's going to inspire people to go outside in the middle of a storm because the stuff's so good. That happened to me the other day. I was like, it's like, I got these puffy jackets. I probably have some samples somewhere. They're probably in the other room, but I have some like samples. And they're like so sick that I just wanted to go play. I'm like, dog, we're going outside. It's like nighttime. It's cold. It's like -4 degrees. I'm like, I don't care. We're going outside. Like, I want that to get to people because when I was younger, I was sponsored by like Oakley, Solomon, Bonfire. And I just remember getting a piece of like next year's goggles and being so stoked that the experience that just a product brought me made me want to go to this mountain. Made me so confident the way that they looked on me, like how they felt, how much confidence it gave me to go snowboard and to perform because I was like competing. Like all that was just like so fun that I want to bring that to people. We got freaking, are you serious? We got the freaking heavy hitter. Did he do that twice? Let's go. Okay, hold on. We got this. We got a little something. Hold on. This was not supposed to, okay, with the top left corner, look. That corner? Left, right? Whoa. We got freaking Boo here. Let's go with a freaking $50 donation. Hope to see you in the mountain someday. Dude, you know we're on the mountain. You know where to find me. It was funny because the first time I met Vu, I'm like making a YouTube video about beginner strapping in. I look over again. I'm like, that dude has benetek goggles and a benetek jacket. I'm like, I'm gonna go say what's up and thank him. I go over there. I'm like, dude, you're so cool. Chat with him, vibed with him, and I was like, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I gotta go to work and go film, but like, what? And so I really appreciate that, dude. You're a freaking Geo, dude. With a $50 donation, we're gonna give the boy a spin to win. Oh, do we give him 2? Do we give him 2? I think so. We're gonna go again because it popped up twice on my side. So. Yo, let's go. Okay, Joe with YKKK zippers. YKK zippers. So, YKK zippers are the industry standard for like having quality zippers because you're gonna be able to have like stronger flex here. You shouldn't be able to bend them with your fingers, as I just probably broke a nail. And then you're also gonna have they're like a trusted brand, right? They're gonna have solid parts here. You're gonna have this like quality product. They're really trusted. And then like the teeth are really awesome. But you could have really good zippers, but you also got to be able to like sew them in appropriately. So really stoked on this. And the company that made this, they've been in the designing winter jackets for 20 years. And I'm like, you guys are awesome. And the challenge is like a lot of times, like there's this thing like MOQ, minimum order quantity. So let's just say like theoretically, I want to make this jacket. They're like, great. You gotta buy 1,000 of them. And you're like, all right. So like, for example, this jacket could cost $200 to make. And you gotta buy 1,000 of them. And you're like, okay, cool. How many colors can I do with that 1,000? They're like, yeah, no, 1. So you have 1 color. So this would be 1,000. And this is another 1,000. So you're like, wait. Wait. You're telling me I have to do 2,000 jackets? You're like, but I'm a small company. Like, what do you do? They're like, so that's been part of the challenge. Like, we did not order 1,000. So it's like a lot of companies like, we don't want to work with you. So you have to like connect with people to try to like get somebody to work with you, which has been really exciting. So like some manufacturer were like their biggest client. Other manufacturer like, you're too small. We don't want to work with you. So a little bit of growing pains with the small company, which I'm really excited, but I'm vibing. Regardless, I'm vibing. We got like so excited about everything. MB says the black on black is my jam. That's a vibe for sure. Just got some goggles from you. Excited. Let's go, Joshua. I appreciate that. Jeff says I'm hyped. Let's go. Damn, those colors, say TJ. Let's go. I appreciate that. I'm really stoked on the colors. Because like one thing like we're working on the back end with benetek is like, I want something that's really bright and exciting, and I want something low key. So that's kind of how we're structuring a lot of what we get is like, so I'm a little low key because some people just like a black jacket. But the bright jackets is what gets attention on Instagram, YouTube. Some people just want to be seen, and I'm like freaking stoked, right? And then other people are like, I saw that jacket, what else do you have to offer? But I'm gonna buy the black. So there's like different like thought processes and like, what do we offer? Because sometimes I just want to wear a black jacket, be low key. Other days I'm like, I'm filming and we want to bring the hype. So there's like almost like different colors or like different moods or like how I feel. So we definitely need that. And then like when I was a competitive snowboarder, you always had this like trick where you wanted to ride the bright jacket or the bright pants because the judge will more likely remember you, or you'll get their attention more consciously or subconsciously. So you like stand out like, oh yeah, that guy, right? There's a little bit of like, not trickery, but there's little tricks to the trade of like competing. So you do that. Versus like if I just wore black on black, I'm just gonna get lost in the mix and forgot about, right? So you gotta be like type thing, you know? So a little bit of that stuff. Eric Zerwin says, my child says hello. Did you know I have kids, says Eric Zerwin. Eric Zerwin is the homie. He also is my general manager at summer camp. He does a lot of work for me that is extremely appreciated, allowing me to free up some of my bandwidth to do this stuff. And then my wife does stuff. I'm creating a team around me to help support my ambitious AF goals. Let's see what else. Larry, you're killing it with the outerwear this year. We're really freaking trying. We're really trying. Oh, this is a good question. Vince says, when you go ride, are you going to wear the tech hoodie or the jacket more often? Oof. The challenge that I have right now is I have so many jackets that I love and want to wear, and tech hoodies and jackets and stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe I have to answer that question in like a month. Right now, I've been really stoked on the jackets, but I'm also just got these tech hoodies in last night, so I haven't had a chance to wear them. So I'm gonna wear the tech hoodie. So a little bit of everything, I think for sure. Probably tech hoodies, jackets. I don't know. That's a hard question, dude. Just pants now, and you have a full package. Insane. So that's something that we're really excited about. So let's just say you have like $100 budget. Like, where do you spend the $100, right? Because then, like, if I buy more jackets, that means less tech hoodies, or more tech hoodies means I don't have room for pants. So, like, I'm trying to make that budget bigger and bigger. That's obviously the goal as a business, right? But one thing that we want to do is like, okay, next year, tech hoodies. And then we wanted to do the jacket, pant, kit. So maybe do like 2 kits where it's like, imagine this. This would be so cool. Imagine this as a top bottom. Imagine this as a top bottom with gloves and a backpack. Like this, low key, but not low key, right? Like, how cool would that be to have a top bottom kit that with gloves, matching gloves, and maybe a backpack. Maybe. Like, that would be so fun, so exciting, so cool. That's like something that we're like definitely like thinking about it doing, but gotta figure out the numbers first, right? Gotta figure out the numbers. Anything purple this year? We're not doing purple, but that's something that we actually had a meeting about last week. We're like, we probably need to do some kind of purple for sure. That's on our, there's like a lavender color that's like pretty sick, because I want something that's going to be like kind of accepted by everybody, right? Because like I do still have to sell to the masses. Like, that's the goal. The goal is to sell to the masses with quality, right? Just freaking quality, sell to the masses, stuff that are gonna like, people are gonna be hyped on, and stuff that I'm hyped on too. So we are definitely thinking about that as well. Purple would be fun. So happy to see a snow tuber actually doing it right. Respect, my brother, says Tyler. We're trying, man. Like, at the end of the day, I have this buddy. His name's like Joey. Not like Joey. His name's Joey. He's like just such a cool dude, and he's been my like mentor in so many ways, and he's been in the business game for a long time, and he has these like pieces of like absolute gold nuggets that has completely changed benetek, like 100%, like changed benetek to the benefit of to the customers 100%. And just like his thoughts, his mindset, his like agenda is so cool, and he's like, it's been really tremendous to have like good people on my side. Like, at the end of the day, it's like pretty scary, but having people on my side makes things like not so freaking gnarly, you know? And with a $10, dang, this guy's going in again with another donation. Are you kidding me? The benetek sign behind you. So, random little story. There's a ginormous box outside my house. And I was like, oh, I didn't order a snowboard. And I brought it inside, and my wife's name's Natalie. We've been together for like 11 or 12 years. She's like my best friend, incredible. And she's like, open it. I'm like, why are you filming me open this? This is weird. And then I look at it in the sign, and I just start losing it. Biggest smile on my face. I was like so hyped. But the funny part, well, two things, like we had my dad come over and try to like help set it up, and we were all like freaked out about some stuff. Big shout out to my dad for helping out. And then we ended up taking about a month to put it up because we were just like so nervous. We wanted to make it perfectly perfect and blah, blah, blah. We got nervous, so it took us a while. And then I was like, by the way, I'm doing a live stream on Tuesday. We're like, we need to get this up. So we actually did this on Sunday. But like, this thing has like a little remote. You can like dim it. You can make it like bright, which I'm super hyped on. But it's got like, yo, like, are you kidding me? Like, hold on, let's go blue because I feel like that makes the most sense right now. We got not, maybe. Hold on, there's one more. Nah, it's purple. That's not it at all. I guess there's purple, pink. So like, how? Oh wait, hold on. There's also blue. That's the one. Let's go. I got a little remote. Like, big shout out. And so then we had to like draw into the wall. No, drill into the wall and put all these anchors on, and it's actually like separated from the wall. So it's like this whole thing. It was this like whole endeavor, which was super funny. And we're all nervous, and Nat and I are like, oh, we just hope we do this right. Big shout out to Natalie for that. Normalized audio, what up, dog? Dude, let's go. Dude, let's go. And appreciate the $10 donation. Let's get another freaking spin going. Ah, dang it. Appreciate the support, my dude. I appreciate the support. All right, so by the way, benetek stuff is going to be dropping November 24th. It's going to be the website, brand new, just a lot of stuff redone. The website has been a bit of a bane of my existence. I've worked on that thing for a long time. The previous one was okay. We're trying to make it awesome, make it way better. I definitely feel like the website's like way better. It's got some cool little features, some details, some stuff that's gonna like help customers just understand a lot of stuff, which is gonna be super cool. So it's gonna be dropping on November 24th, which is actually next Sunday. If you're on the text message thread, which allows you to actually get a 24-hour exclusive access before we go public. If you want, can you even see that? It says, text SNOW, SNOW to 970-236-4448. I'll type that in the chat. Text SNOW, and you literally get on a text message thread, and I'm gonna say, hey, this is live, and then you're gonna be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go determine my sizes, because like stuff is limited in terms of quantities and size availability. 970-236. Oh, we do it this way. Boom. And then 4448. Boom. Boom. We got a lot. Here we go. Boom. And then so also, we're going to be moving our live streams to 3 o'clock every Tuesday. Mark that in your calendars. Put it on the notifications. We're going to be doing that. Changing up some times for 2 reasons. One, want more people to be involved on these because I just think it's a really cool time to get people to connect, ask me questions, vibe, hang out type thing. Also, I don't want to be like staying up till like super late at night because trying to go snowboard, create content, take care of my body. I'm doing this new thing. If you know me, I snowboard 230 days a year. I snowboard every single day, just day in, day out, every day. This year, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take weekends off. I'm going to like just take care of my body. Went to the gym today, just trying to like, I did like a 95-pound front squat today, 3 sets of 10. And I was like, okay, let's see how my body / hip reacts to that tomorrow. Because adding weight and resistance has been interesting to the hip. So just trying to strengthen that and do some stuff. So trying to like take care of the body this year, which is a bit of a different story. It's been like a bit of a challenge, you know? I've just kind of like sacrificed my body for like the last 20 years. And now I'm like, I should probably take care of my body because it's falling apart. But I love my body, but I definitely haven't treated it well, which is unfortunate. But also, I got new internet. I don't know if this is like you really care, but I got new internet. So the stability of this YouTube live stream should be way better. My upload, when I make a YouTube video and I upload it, it literally takes like 4 hours to upload. Now, I'm hoping it uploads in like 10 minutes, which is gonna be like the most insane thing ever. So a little quality of life update for me. What else is on the bucket list? I did create a online snowboard course. If you guys are interested in this, snowboard. Did I spell that wrong? Hold on. / Oh. What the? I just like Am I just blowing it right now? Hold on. There we go. Now we're vibing. What the heck? I think I figured it out. But made an online snowboard coach. There we go. I don't know why that was good. I just boom. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this fanciness. So I had some motivation to create an online snowboard course because I think there's like some challenges in the world of like instructing. So I wanted to solve that problem, but I have this like whole snowboard lesson, this whole like thing. If you're interested, look at the wifey. Hey, little snowboard stuff. That looks like Australia, but it's not. I swear, it looks like Australia though. So we got like some stuff. If you're interested in picking stuff, check out this link. It's gonna be like snowboardingsecrets.com. You can see it right here. Snowboardingsecrets.com. There's this site right here. Online snowboard lesson. If you're interested, I grinded on this. This is pretty exciting. We got a couple different offerings here, a couple different things. We have like an absolute beginner course if your friends never snowboarded. I literally like setting expectations, how to dress, gear you need, equipment breakdown, rules, navigating the mountain. I literally teach you how to navigate / read a trail map and terminology, understand trail map, strap in, all this stuff. So like it's literally, and then of course we got the blue and black. I combined them together because the fundamentals are pretty important. 6 pillars, all this stuff, which is gonna be super cool. And then there's another course that's this, and you can buy, there's like different sections and stuff if you're interested in that. So we got a lot of stuff going on these days. We got benetek's online lessons, summer camps, YouTube videos, TikTok, Instagram. We got like 1,000 things going on, but at the end of the day, trying to spread the love for snowboarding. Vince says, yeah, let's go matching everything and then do non-tindy grabs. I 100% agree with that. And then Eric says puppy jackets. Absolutely not puppy, but puffy for sure. And then let's see. Logan says, how bad would a 253, which is 25.3 centimeters versus a 26? It depends how big your foot is. For me, it wouldn't matter, but for you, it could matter. If you have big feet, go wide as you can. You're going to notice a delay between your turns. So as you go from like a turn that's like, let's just for the example, if you have like a narrow board, it's gonna be quick and easy. But if all of a sudden you're here, it's gonna be a longer time going from edge to edge versus this. So just know that. But if you can, ideally, my biggest thing that you can do is go demo a board, go ride it before you buy it is the best thing. Like you get all this advice and stuff, but at the end of the day, you could spend $600 on a snowboard and hate it. But if you ride it and you're like, I don't like this board, you save yourself money. If you love the board, buy the board. Nathan, what up? Snowshoe hitting 18 inches by Saturday? Are you seriously? 2 back surgeries in 4 months? Dude, I can barely freaking walk. Dang. My electric skateboard is my new magic shoe, dude. Good luck, bro. Holy cow, man. You're gonna freaking just stay positive, stay vibing, do the PT. You'll be back, dude. You'll be back. So Rock, hey Tommy, just wanted to say thanks for giving me tips last year on landing the barrel roll backflip. I got it. No way you got it because of me. Let's go, dude. That's all you, bro. You know, at the end of the day, I can guide you. I can guide a horse to water, but the horse has got to drink, right? So that was all you, bro. That's so cool. Let's freaking go. That's what we want to hear. At the end of the day, you know, if we can get people to progress, vibe, that's what we're looking for sure. That's what we're looking for. So yeah, we got a lot going on. I'm pretty pumped, pretty freaking excited. We got some YouTube videos coming out soon. I've been a little behind on that, to be honest, just because I've been like focusing so much on benetek. But we're gonna be having some like trying to do a little bit of different style of YouTube videos this year that are gonna be a little bit more engaging, a little bit more awesome. Because my goal is to make them entertaining enough where people are gonna watch them and benefit from them, but like want you to watch them and benefit, right? So we're gonna be doing some new stuff for sure. Yeah, we got a lot going on. Freaking pumped. John, what up, dude? Hey, Tommy, how did you get over fear of steep runs? Let's go. Okay. The biggest thing when it comes to like fear of steep runs is accumulating speed. If you can literally eliminate you going fast, there's no fear. Imagine you're going down a steep run and the whole time you're in control. There's no fear. But like driving your car, right? Imagine you're driving your car down a steep hill and you're like, my brakes work. I'm fine. I'm fine. We're not doing this. We're just fine. We're driving down. We're like, just like blah, 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 right? You're so confident and comfortable because you're in control. If it's like an icy, gnarly, like slippery day, you're like white knuckle type thing. So to get over the fear, you got to be in control. To be in control, you're going to do two things. One, knee steer. And knee steering is a way for you to turn your board as fast as possible. But the benefit of turning your board fast is you're actually putting yourself in a position to start managing your speed as soon as possible. So I have a pen somewhere. I got a pen, don't worry. I got a pen. I'm gonna do my best to draw this so that you can see it. Imagine we have I just absolutely blew up. Can you see that? Oh, there we go. That's it. That's an S, right? So this is like an S turn. If I'm here and this run is really steep, but if I'm like right here, and as soon as I go to here, imagine I was able to turn my snowboard and start putting on the brakes. Then all of a sudden I can have brakes from here to here to here to here to here. And then I no longer have brakes from here to here, but it didn't matter because now I literally have it. I might have just lost my internet, maybe. Maybe not. If we did, rip. But imagine now we have speed manage it from like a tenth of the way in to like the rest of the turn, as long as you can do that. So that's going to be one of the biggest things that you're going to want to do is knee steering. But check this out. This is cool. If you're still here, will you just let me know if you're still here? Because I don't know if I'm still live or not. I'm alive, but I don't know if I'm live. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. We got some people here, right? We're still live? Well, if not, I'm still going. Doesn't really matter to me. What did I? What? You say we're disconnected? I don't believe you. We have perfect internet. Still here, still alive. Let's go! Okay, good. Because on my screen, it's like connected, disconnected, connected, disconnected. I don't believe you. All right, so one thing that you can do, which is going to be super beneficial as we go over to here, one thing that is here, and I'm going to move it a little over here. If you go to the search bar right here and just type in, so I guess I didn't need to realize. If you just type in steep, the best thing about like YouTube, not on mobile, but on desktop, you can be able to search only my channel on steep. So now here, struggling with steep terrain, how to turn steep terrain, beginner guide. This one's a pretty good guide to talk about knee steering. This run on this like thumbnail video is way steeper than you think because it's actually called Tourist Trap. It's in Vail. It's called Tourist Trap because tourists get trapped on it and they're like, it's steep, I don't know what to do. So that's a really good video. The other one, check this out, 24 tips for snowboarding steeps and high alpine. I literally talk about everything from how to prepare, how to ride steeps, what to look for, how to knee steer. Everything is here, and I even send a little bit of a cliff. Here's a short one, my secrets to handling steep terrain, talk about knee steering in this one. So those are gonna be your best resources. 1, 2, steep, this one's decent, this one. 1, 2, 3, right here, boom. Those are gonna be your best bets that you can literally just go watch them over and over and over and over, take notes, study. You can literally draw it out if you want to. And I know my beautiful art is artistic. Oh, one other thing that we could do next week, I'm gonna have to try to figure this out if my computer's capable of it. Next week's live stream, I got a couple ideas. I want to do a trivia. I want to do a trivia live stream because I think that'd be super cool. But I was also thinking about getting an iPad, connecting the iPad and drawing on the screen so that I don't have to like draw here. It could be really fun. But I was thinking about doing a trivia. Trying to gamify our live stream to make it way more fun for all of us. Bear, thank you so much. I appreciate you letting me know. John, thanks for letting me know. Michael, I appreciate that as well. Any tips for riding tight trees? Yes. Yes. 1, point your shoulder in the direction of intended travel. If you want to go right, point your shoulder right. If you want to go left, point your shoulder left. A lot of times what we're doing is our shoulders pointed left, our board's trying to go right. That's when we get lost in tight trees. That's 1. Number 2, keep your spine upright and use knee steering, allowing the board and the board and body to move underneath our center of mass so that our turns look like this. Now imagine you're going through tight trees and you can keep your spine and your head and your shoulders in the same spot, and you can go navigate, and then I can slightly turn the shoulder in direction of travel. I want to go here. Now I can like maneuver so good, but notice how upright I'm staying versus it's like this, right? I can like turn my board underneath me, but if I'm turning like this, guess what? The tree's here. I've ran into it. But if I keep my spine here and turn my board, now the tree's here. Notice that I never run into it. So the way to accomplish that is going back on over to my YouTuber channel. Type in turns. Make better turns. This one, big deal. That one's gonna be really good, okay? The other one that you can do is trees. Just type in trees. Or you just type in, search Tommie Bennett trees. How to turn your snowboard in trees. This one's really good. I talk about the same concepts. How to ride trees. This one's older, 4 years old. Pretty decent. I would read this one. Watch this one. This one's really good right here. How to ride trees. We talk about all of it. It's a vibe for sure. It is an absolute vibe. Look at this. It's a vibe. Go snowboard. Let's see what else we got in here. What about steep terrain park features? Ooh, that's a great question. Do you remember our rail that we had earlier? Okay. Flat features inherently are a lot easier because the goal is to actually allow our shoulders, hips, and board to be parallel to the angle of the feature. So if the feature is flat, I'm flat. Now we're talking about parallel to the angle of the feature, okay? So technically, if I'm riding this board slide, but I'm going in this direction, if I'm no longer parallel and I'm a little heel heavy, obviously I slip out and fall, right? We just all agree to that. If I go toe heavy, I fell out, I die. I'm parallel, okay? Parallel, homie dudes looking your way. What happens if the rail goes like this? I still need to be parallel. I'm parallel to the angle of the surface I'm riding on. Because if I'm even 10 degrees up, where am I? If I'm perfectly flat, I'm heel edge, slip out, die. If I'm forward, I die. So even if I'm like 10 degrees off, I'm slipping out. I need to be parallel. So that also means you got to be very comfortable and confident jumping onto the feature. And then if it is at 40 degrees or super steep, you got to be comfortable allowing the board and your belly button to go match that. As long as you match it, you're not going to die. If you go too much, not good. Not enough, not good. You got to be parallel. Y'all want to send me a link to a skate rail that is not a multi-purpose duster? Not sponsored, obviously. We need better rail. I need a rail feature. I should do like an Amazon wish list. Anybody want to get me a rail for these demonstrations? Or I could just draw them on my iPad next week. So yeah, that's like the biggest thing is you got to commit to that. Here, now remember we talked about the belly button being over the feature. So it's here, here. Wherever this goes, it doesn't matter. It's got to be parallel. That's going to be like the biggest thing. Obviously easier said than done. Any tips on a new board that is way stiffer than the one I had before? Yes, two things. One, start to understand where your pressure points are. Start to understand. Sorry, my dad's texting me. Oh, my dad was texting me. I thought he was like, oh, the internet's broken or something. Oh, dude, Bear, you're 100% right. I'm going to do that next. Hold on. Any tips on riding a new board? So two big things. You want to test the boundaries of your board. How far back and how far forward can you go? So you understand like the flex pattern of your board. Also understanding the toe to heel. If it's stiffer, you may have like a different response, toe to heel, just turning. But the biggest thing that you can do is start to get mileage and experimenting and experiencing those different patterns of the board. And the more you can expedite that by intentionally going forward, backwards, heel, toe, and understanding that, the more you're going to expedite that experiential learning. But at the end of the day, you got to get miles on that snowboard. But there may be a point where you're like, I am used to this board and I hate it. That could be a possibility because the end goal really is to like, really like the snowboard. I'm a big fan of, I'll know if I love the snowboard in 3 runs or less. If I have to spend a day riding the board, I know that because I've like done this a long time. If I spend more than 3 runs and I'm not sure about it, I will adapt and get used to it, but that doesn't mean I like it. But if I like the board in 3 runs, I know I'm gonna love it because there's a certain pattern of flex, stiffness, turns, shape, radial side cut that I love. I'll know instantly. By the way, I know this may be a little too private, but my dad texted me and said, just catching up with the podcast and love the new sign. Great to see you back on the live stream. Let's go! Big shout out to the mom, the dad, the nephews, the vibe. Let's go. Oh, and then Bear, dude. Bear's like, yo, propane tank? Okay, watch this. 50-50. That dude bros. 50-50. Flat. If it's parallel, notice that the body position theoretically should be even. If I'm board sliding, it's even. Now, if I'm here, we talked about this earlier. If my weight, my belly button's over the center of the rail, it's easy. As soon as I go like this, I'm gonna fall off. As soon as my belly button is not stacked over the feature, I'm falling off. I remember coaching this one kid for literally 10 minutes. Watched him hit a rail, I literally said, put your belly button over the rail. And it took 10 minutes because he was hiking. And as soon as he did that, game changer. Never had a problem with the board slide in his life again. Thanks for the advice, bro. Since random email. Love it. Okay, thank you. I hope I like it. Dude, I hope you like it. Fingers freaking crossed. Give yourself the time. Give yourself the experience. Try to get used to that board as soon as possible. Odds are you're going to love it. Hopefully, right? Right? Fingers crossed, right? Mang, what up? Excited for this season, right? It's like right around the corner. Some people are not open, some of it is. Keystone itself is probably arguably the best conditions early season in North America, in my opinion. Like, incredible. And they keep opening runs like quick too, which is freaking exciting. They've been crushing it. Let's go. Boom. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on this season. Pretty excited. Benetek, Benetek X, online snowboard courses, stuff. We're going to be back on next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Trying to find a way. If you guys are interested and you got like some random like time and you're just like, oh, I got an idea, or you're looking for ideas, you're looking for something to do, how do we gamify the live stream to get more people stoked on it? I think some people like the Q&As, and I appreciate everyone for like being here, and some people are just like, I don't care. How do we make this more awesome? I was thinking like trivia, but how do we make this like way more sick? We can figure this out. We can figure this out. Yeah, Keystone's in Motherland. Keystone's pretty sick. They've gotten a lot more chill about like side hits and jumping and park and fun. They used to be like not be that sick. Some like in the past, I'd probably rather catch an edge than ride there. I remember riding with Eric Zerwin, one of my friends, and this is like a true story. This was probably like 6 years ago. 6 years ago. There's this run, if you've never been to Keystone, called Schoolmarm. And it's where the beginners go, but it's arguably one of the most challenging beginner runs because it's like this. And if you're a snowboarder, you know there's like, you stay in the middle, it's fine. As soon as you go over here, it wants you to suck you into the trees. Well, guess what? You go over here, it sucks you into the trees. So as a beginner, they're like, and they're struggling. So they like would not want park riders to go on that run because they're struggling. And I remember one day making short, I'm a snowboard nerd / instructor, ex-instructor, I guess at this point, snowboard coach. I've been literally doing this stuff for so long, and I saw Yellow Jacket, so I intentionally went really slow. Eric Zerwin can literally like vouch for me. I went slow, and I did these things called short radius skidded turns. Imagine these turns that we have here, really big. Imagine if you could do as many small turns as possible, and all you do is go as small turns as possible. Which one do you think is gonna go faster? The dude going down the fall line and going fast, or the dude literally making the most small turns as small as humanly possible? The most small turns. I'm literally like this. Turn, slow down, turn, slow down. And I'm talking, I'm covering 20 feet in 20 seconds. Like I'm going so slow. I get down to the bottom. Yellow Jacket's like, come here. Hey, how's it going? You guys are not allowed here. I look at him and literally look at him, and here goes a skier mobbing by, and I literally said to the guy, "What about this guy who's going so fast? Are you like, what about this guy?" And he's like, "I'm not concerned about him. I'm worried about you guys." And I just like almost lost my shenanigans, and I literally like raised my voice and said, that is absolutely ridiculous. I worked for Vail for the last 15 years. I was absolutely in control, strategically made slow turns to show you that I'm in control and I'm going slow and being respectful, and you are doing this. Are you kidding me? And then I just like, not stoked, right? So I ended up like being so pissed. And I was like, I'm never riding Keystone again. Like, F this, I'm out. Like a couple years later, they had like a big management change. And my friend Eric was like, dude, they changed. So then like a couple years later, kind of just like doing my thing, heard some stories. I do a 360 off of a side hit. Yellow Jacket, come here, come here, come here. He's like, come on, bro, why wasn't that a 540? And I'm like, what? He's like, come on. And I was like, okay, Keystone is not the same. Not that he was encouraging, like, I was responsible, hitting a little side hit. I looked around. I'm safe. I do stuff as best and safe as possible because I've been doing this a long time. I got a bad back, got a bad hip, not trying to die. And the guy was like hyping me up. And I was like, all right, all right, all right. It was pretty cool. You know, trivia, Bear says trivia could be cool. I got some ideas on some trivia, which might be interesting. Maybe make it a little game night. Could be fun. Could be interesting. Meng says, any tips for doing a 360? I usually come up short. Two big things that you're probably doing wrong is on your wind up. You're most likely not winding up through your spine enough. You're most likely trying to turn, and as you turn, you're actually skidding and losing probably 30% or 40% of your rotational momentum and your air. So that 30% of rotational momentum means you're not spinning fast enough. And you lost your air, which means you're actually in a 60% deficit because now you've combined two negatives. Does not equal a positive. So that's one, is that your takeoff is probably super skidded and you're not winding up enough. And then two is make sure when you wind up and throw, you're looking in the direction you're going. On YouTube, if you go over here, I'm not sure if you've been here yet, but go to my Tommie Bennett YouTube channel and type in 360. Or just type in Tommie Bennett 360. Now, the why I want you to just do 360 is because you're going to get both the guides, right? You got the guides, how to backside 360 on a snowboarder beginner guide. I literally walk you through every single step on how to do a flat ground 360 to a side hit 360 to bringing it to a park jump 360. But guess what? Same thing. Boom. How to frontside 360 on a snowboard. And we're going to do a jump. We're back. That's us. There's also another one. Flat ground 360s, another one. And then here's another one with my boy Eric. This is actually, I think this is literally the same day that I got yelled at and pissed. I think we literally went from this run to riding down and I almost lost my shenanigans. Funny enough, it's not 3 years ago, it's 4 years ago, but it's like 3 and 9/20 year ago type thing. So Frontside 360 live coaching, I coach and you can get some feedback from that one too. So that stuff's like pretty good. You can also do some stuff at your house. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here that you could learn from the YouTuber channel. So we got some stuff there for sure. Keystone and Mammoth, the late season are unhinged, right? Everyone's pro or semi-pro. At Mammoth, dude, Mammoth has some absolute freaking heavy hitters, right? David, what up, dog? But yeah, there's some like absolute heavy hitters there. Okay, hold on. Am I lost in the sauce? Was this purple earlier or was that purple earlier or not? Maybe it wasn't. What up, dog? No, it's. Oh, okay.
Just like East Coast.
I'm not going crazy.
Like, yes, I'm from Colorado, but I've written some gnarly stuff.
I'm not going crazy. Watch this. It's blue. It's red. That's not supposed to do that. Okay. That was crazy. I thought I was losing my mind. Mang says, I appreciate it. Let's go. I thought I was losing my mind. I was like, wait, we put blue on because the sign looked good on blue. Now it's purple. Do I have to change this purple? Like, see, now it makes sense. And now it's going to change. It should not be changing. I did not set that up. Oh, that makes so much more sense now. I had no idea. Okay, so I have like the hue lights because I think they're like Philip Hughes. That's what it is. Oh, so when you have the Philip Hughes, there's like a play button that y'all can't see because of that, but I could stop it. Okay, there's like a play button, and I pressed play thinking play meant turn on the lights, not make the lights animated. Now we're back to blue, and now we gotta go black to blue. Or do we just go white? Should we go white? This one looks good too. I don't know. Right now, kind of feeling the blue. Yeah, Mup was like, dude, it was. I'm like going crazy. Absolutely going crazy. Absolutely freaking twisted. Donald! Hi, I bought my first snowboard. Let's go. Okay. Great question. Do you usually wax it or is it ready for the slopes? Some people say that factory wax is the best wax. I absolutely 1,000 million % absolutely freaking disagree with that. I would say you need to wax for the temperature you're gonna go snowboard in next. So if it's a cold day tomorrow, you should be waxing cold. If it's a hot day tomorrow, wax warm. The factory wax does not know what you're gonna be waxing or snowboarding in tomorrow. Secondly, you can use these things called like all temp, but all temp does not actually mean all temp. It doesn't mean -40 to +40. It means it's a more of a large temperature range. So instead of being like 20 degrees, it could be 30, 40, 50 degrees, but it's not like 100 degrees, right? So you could use like an all temp where you're like, I'm not sure what it's gonna be this weekend. It's kind of cold in the morning, a little bit nasty in midday and hot and slushy in the afternoon type thing. And then you're like, oh, an all temp is gonna have a bigger temperature range to go through that. I'm going to make a waxing video and let me know your thoughts on this because I have like I was thinking about this. I have like a table right here and I have like this and I was thinking about doing like a chest mounted video and it'd be like a first person video. So it's like how to wax your snowboard and you're literally going to go through it with me at the same exact time decision, like exact same thing at the same time. You know what I mean? So I was thinking of that. Would a first person be cool or the first person lame? I'll probably end up making 2 videos to test them out. I could probably do both to like test it out, you know? But I would wax your snowboard. More to the story, wax your snowboard. Need that wax video. Jeff, first person, kind of like from here, and then you get to see me like this. Like all you see is like my little hands like waxing, and this is how we do it. And obviously I'm gonna do a voiceover and how to. Really excited about that one. Yeah, waxing video better. Well, yeah, but David, dude, you're savage. Waxing video better not be what I think it is. It is not a bikini wax. It is a snowboard wax. Bikini wax, first person would be awkward AF, right? That'd be so weird. I'm just saying. Not judging, but absolutely judging. I just think it'd be weird. I'd probably rather catch an edge than do that, but that's just me. Maybe I'm just a hater. No Diddy, exactly. No Diddy. Dude, what a wild thing. I'm probably going to get demonetized for even saying that, but here we are. Use 2 cameras and you can edit with and use 2 different angles, question mark, says Jeff. Yeah. Because I was thinking almost like a first person video with ASMR type thing, and the second video was just like a normal wax video. Wax is one of those things that a lot of people don't understand why they should do it. Because like you're gonna go ride for the weekend, you're like, I'm just gonna go snowboard. That's like something that you've never even thought about. So I definitely think could be cool to just like make more wax videos out there. And then on the wax video, I got a nice little discount for you, which is going to be cool. A little discount on that one. A little bit of a discount. Also, what if we did this? Let's just like, what if we did this? I'm just curious. Hold on. I want your opinion. Hold on, please hold. Hold on. Ah, we're not finding it. Spelled that wrong. Okay, what if we did something? I'm not gonna do this right now, but I was thinking about this. We could do something like this. Check this out. Please hold. 1 moment, please. Hello? Okay, so check this out. What if we did something like this? Oh, we could do it like this. Oh, yeah, we could do something like this.
Now, why would someone travel all the way across the world to ride some fake snow into a plastic bag?
We could literally do a video of like me not reacting, but me like talking about this, because like there's like some inside stuff on this video which I think is cool. You should go watch it. His name's Liam, and he's like super sick. Like, this dude makes YouTube videos, super cool. But I could do like, I was thinking about this. I watched like some other streamers that I watch, they do this, and you could do like, I'm gonna break this down. So like, okay, cool. And like my inside scoop of stuff like this. Like, for those that don't know, hold on, you want to see this right here?
Now, why would someone travel all the way across the world to ride some fake?
And then like, I could talk about like, if I were to do this in real life, you'd be like, something like this stuff right here. So I was one of the very first people to actually test this, this material back in like freaking like 10 years ago. This company shipped it to us and I was able to test it. And the coolest thing about this stuff is you see how there's like two different heights. There's like this height, they look like little mushrooms. This is actually a Chinese company that's inspired through these mushrooms. So there's like this height and then this height. The sickest thing about this is your edge is actually going to go below this top of this mushroom into the other one. So this is actually going to support more of your board, and then this one is going to support more of your edge. And then this is probably the best material you can ever snowboard on right here. And it literally feels like actual snow. It literally feels like you can do short radius turns. You can go fast. You can go do stuff like super cool. So if you ever get a chance to ride this stuff, you can.
Snow into a plastic bag.
And then I've actually been on airbags too. These airbags are super fun. And the whole science behind airbags is you jump and you're trying to distribute the pressure to land down so it's safer. But secondly, you're trying to land parallel to terrain. The goal is to actually get your weight parallel to terrain so you can do that. So then you can literally like...
Well, it's the third week of our trip in Australia.
I've been to Australia, this place is
And
sick.
we've known about this complex the whole time we've been down here, but the main reason we traveled all this way was to get some real snowboarding up at Perisher. But then, over the last couple weeks, everyone down here has been telling us how great this airbag setup they have is. And I do have some tricks that I'd really like to learn, so we just had to go check it out.
So we could essentially like, would it be cool if I like, we watched some videos together, I broke it down, we talked about it, we get to highlight some other people's like YouTube channels, we get to talk about it, and then I just bring like, I'm not trying to like criticize them, but just like add my 2 cents to something like that, and like my experience of riding airbags and that stuff, and like that video is super cool. So it's like, be able to like do stuff like that. Is that something that you guys would be interested in, or is that just absolutely lame? Because some people think it's lame, some people think it's cool, and then I could cut that and make that like a YouTube video too, type thing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. Big shout out to frickin' Australia. Dude, I've been to Australia, actually, it's true. So, yeah, Vince says, super interesting. So we could do like some kind of content like that. And maybe it's cool, maybe it's not. And I could find like other things. I think there's like that one. There's like this one that I think that'd be cool. Like this one. Like something like this could be like super cool. Like Casey Willax, fellow YouTuber dude, like we could like watch a video of like his backyard park stuff, and like we could just like talk about it. It's like kind of cool, like that kind of stuff. It could be really sick, or it could be really lame. Ooh. So I don't know. Could be interesting. Haven't really decided. Jeff says, are you a big fan of POW? I love POW. The biggest struggle that I have right now is POW hurts my hip, so I love it, but it hurts me most. It's like a love, toxic, hate relationship. So I went to Japan, had a good time. POW was fun. Colorado has some pretty insane POW days too. So does a lot of other places, but it just hurts. So like, I want to like it. I currently struggle with it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Mang says, I'm currently on the ski lift. Any tips to getting off? Yes. Keep your eyes up, your balance even, and your shoulder point in the same direction. As long as you're here, you're going to be fine. Sorry. I'm actually not on the lift, but I need the tips. Appreciate it. That would have been so funny if he was actually true. Biggest thing about the chairlift is lead shoulder pointing in the direction you're going, allowing your back foot to go against the back binding and staying nice and even. As soon as you hunch the waist, your board's going to slip out, you're going to fall, but keep your eyes up, spines up, it's going to give you balance, and then you're trying to just allow that momentum to go, don't panic. Eventually you're going to slow down, and if you need to go one-footed and stop, do that, but the goal is to like stay balanced, shoulders, hips, shoulders, hips, board pointing in the same direction, you're going to be fine. That was pretty dramatic, I appreciate that though. POV, first person, point of view. My dad's helped me out. Big shout out. My mom and dad are probably like, what are you talking about? Like, I think that was 10 minutes ago too. And then eventually he's gonna get to this point too. Man, I'm actually not on that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about like maybe some videos. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but it was just a thought, trying to make these a little bit more awesome, get people hyped to like coming out and vibe and stuff. So well, I think that's gonna be about it. We've been hanging out for about an hour and 45 minutes. We're gonna be doing these regularly every single Tuesday. We're gonna move the time to about 3 o'clock. We're gonna do a 3 o'clock next week for an hour and a half, 2 hours, kind of whatever's vibing and stuff. But I think that's gonna be like a really good time. I think it's gonna be really cool. We'll find some stuff, make this awesome. We're gonna also next week, I think we're gonna do a little bit of an interview with Hillary and Natalie for benetek, kind of get like the whole benetek crew, because next week everything would have already been dropped. So we can like talk that a little bit more behind the scenes stuff, which I think is gonna be super cool. So tune in for that. Put your notifications on. Want to do that? Check out shopbenetek.com. Drop it on Sunday. Yes, Vince is gonna be Mountain Standard Time. Vince, what do you think of Purgatory? Never been there. I really want to, but I've never been there. It's on the bucket list. Many things on the bucket list, but I haven't been there. Oh, you're gonna go this weekend? What? David, what was my favorite Australian resort? I think Falls Creek was really fun. Falls Creek had a sick park, red rails. I spent a bunch of time in Perisher. The weather was okay. Bowler. I think Falls Creek was like kind of one of my more favorite. And it was more park riding than anything, to be honest. What about you? Yeah. Lefty G. Great live. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to be vibing. We're going to be doing these again. Might be doing these during the winter. Sorry, like the summer. I don't know. Just kind of feeling it. Feeling the vibe. Kind of see what I want to do. I got to get freaking wisdom teeth taken out. I got another shoulder that I got, or sorry, another surgery on my wrist I got to do. Yeah. Would be interested in rating resorts on Colorado. The rating thing is interesting because what I'm not trying to do is like, here's the two things. I'm not trying to roast resorts and be like, you're absolutely trash, because I'm actually not trying to burn bridges. But the second thing is I don't want to be dishonest and be like, oh my God, this resort is a 10 out of 10. And every resort I've ever been to is a 10 out of 10. Like, I want to be honest, but I also don't want to, like, just create a bunch of hate and animosity. Because, like, there's, like, reasons why. Here's another thought on that. I don't want to, like, let's just say like, Duster Resort. 1 out of 10. Terrible resort. Because I hate blank. But then what if you loved blank? You're going to look at my review and be like, I'm never going to go check out that resort because Tommie told me this was trash. But what if this resort single-handedly made you fall in love with snowboarding, taught you how to do switch riding, you met your wife there, you got the dream job ever because you went there, because sometimes life's like serendipitous like that, right? So then, like, I also don't like the negativity of being like, never go here, it's trash, where this resort could have changed your life for the positive. So then, like, that's truly what discourages me from doing product reviews, because the snowboard I hate, you may love. And if you love that snowboard and you love snowboarding more because you rode that board and you never rode it because I said it was bad, I feel like that's like a negative use of my influence and sharing the love. So that's kind of why I'm like, haven't done stuff like that in the past. I've never watched one of the Buckhouse ones, so I'm not totally sure what the review is, like his formula. Some of his stuff's like super clickbaity that it's like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched those, so I'm not totally sure what the formula is. And I'm not just trying to do it to get a view, right? Sometimes they're like, oh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber and say a bunch of stuff just to get views and do a bunch of stuff just to get views. It's like, nah, like my goal is to help people. And if I can help more people, that's gonna get more views. But if I'm just like only searching views, then it's not really my jam, right? There's like integrity behind it, right? Not saying I'm perfect, like, but I like try to like, what's the end goal? Get views or help people? That decision helps me choose the topics I create. And it's like, yeah, I just think this resort's trash. You're gonna be like, yeah, I'm never gonna go there. Yep, there's a small slope near Bear Mountain, that most people avoid because the viewed as a kook beginner area, and honestly, I love it. I progressed so much there. And that's it, right? Like, never go. I forget the name of the resort now that you talk about it. I know which one you're talking about. One of my athletes, like, I used to work with, absolutely loved going there. Team Tommie and Angry are the real vibes. Yo, I appreciate that. Reviews our resorts and says if it's for the boys or family. And that's where I think like being objective and like if I'm going to do a product review, who is this board for? Who is this for? That's like pretty important versus like, this is good, this is bad. But I also don't want to be misleading. I also don't want to be like, have no opinion. So it's like a weird dilemma that me and my friends have like talked about all the time is like, where do I go if I were to do product reviews, if I were to do this, that, and the other? Like, where's the avenue? Help people and the views will come. That's the thought, right? Like I definitely try to deflect the energy deflect the attention as much as possible in like my own insecurities. So it's like, instead of being like, oh, look at me and my life's so amazing, it's more like, how do I make you more awesome? That's like kind of like my internal dialogue. I'm trying to deflect the energy or the attention from me back to you. At the same time, if like I want to just do right by snowboarding, because I feel like snowboarding is like an incredible thing, and if I can have the integrity of like, okay, let's help people, let's do that, that's gonna like help me win in the end. Versus like, look at me, I'm amazing, my life's perfect, when it's not. I struggle, like I struggle a lot. And I don't want it to be like this facade of like, Tommie's perfect. It's like absolutely flipping not. I got bad back, bad hip, surgery, all sorts of stuff that like goes wrong, you know? And that's just like, so I'm still trying to navigate through all of this YouTubular stuff, you know? Appreciate that, Zorok. It's interesting. It's like a different perspective, right? It's like, are we trying to take from snowboarding or are we trying to give? I just want to give. I want to give for snowboarding. In the end, I'll win. And it's like, cool. How many people come up to me because they're like, you helped me do a 360. You helped me learn how to keep up with my friends. You taught me how to snowboard. That means so much more to me than being like, oh my God, you have this like vanity metrics online. Like, cool. I got my YouTube channel hacked 2 years ago. The first thing I thought was, damn, I hope no one gets hurt by this. Damn, I lost 130,000 person channel. Maybe it was 100,000 person channel. And I was like, I hope nobody gets hurt by this. And I lost my channel and I didn't think I was getting it back. And I was like, I'm okay with that as long as no one's getting scammed or screwed over on my behalf, right? And then I was like, it kind of taught me like a pretty big lesson of like, what's the intention behind all of it? Now that the fact that like, is it for the metrics or is it for the people? And like, I just want to like, I just want to do it for the people, which could be completely wrong, right? I could be absolutely blowing it, losing money on the table. I could be absolutely just like blowing it, but that's at least where I want to go, right? You the GOAT no matter what. I appreciate that, dog. Isaac! What up, dog? Appreciate you being in the chat. Isaac says, what are your thoughts on about the ski resorts being short and... Oh, the ski season being shortened and snow sports being unavailable in the future. What would you consider doing after the days of snowports are over? Dude, I appreciate the chat. Appreciate you involved. I think like it's kind of already happening, which is like a kind of a double-edged sword, but also really cool. There's like becoming more indoor snowboard resorts. There's like the world's largest snowboard resort just opened in China, in Shanghai, I believe, and I want to go so bad. I think there's gonna be like, that's an alternative to keeping the sport alive, which I think is pretty cool. It's not the same, but it's pretty cool. Some place like New Jersey, big snow. I go there every year. It's incredible. 115 degrees outside. I'm snowboarding. Super cool. I think there's a really cool place in the industry for that. The other thing that's cool about it is the barrier to entry of snowboarding is a lot less. Let's just say, I live in New York. It's a 10-minute drive to Big Snow, and I can go try snowboarding for $70, including 2 hour guided experience, gear, and access to the resort for like $70. Let's just say I live in New York and I got to go to Colorado. I'm spending $400 minimum, $400 on a flight, $300 on a rental car, $1,000 on, because if I'm flying, I'm going for a couple days, $1,000 on accommodation, because it's probably $200-300 a night, food, lessons, if I choose lessons, $400, $250-300 a day, rental gear, $150 a day, lift tickets, $250 a day, right? I just raked up thousands of dollars to try snowboarding for like a couple days. Or it's like $70 a day. Or if I wanted to do it for one day, I'm still paying for flights, accommodation, lift tickets, rentals. Still, that could be $2,000 to try it one time, to maybe like it, maybe not. So I think it's really cool. And I think there's hope. Dubai's doing a bunch of stuff for like snow sports too. So I think there's hope. I don't know if that really answers your question, Isaac, but that's a good discussion. Adam, what is your advice for saving money on snowboard trips? Go with more people. Imagine you had to spend $1,000 a night on a house, but you had 10 people. It's $100. Where are you gonna get an Airbnb? Where are you gonna get a Airbnb or a rental, like a hotel for $100? So that'd be like it. Like, yeah, it's $1,000 a night, but you get 10 people. Or if it's 5 people, it's $200, right? So it's like, that could definitely save you money. Buying ski passes over day tickets is gonna save you money, especially if you get like 4 days or more. You could rent gear if you really needed to, versus buying $500 snowboard plus bindings, plus boots, plus goggles, jackets. Like, if you could rent, it's gonna save you. It might cost you like $400, but it's not $1,000. Don't eat at the resort. The food's trash and it's expensive. You can literally pack a PB&J sandwich. You can literally pack like gummy bears in your pocket, snowboard a day, and go eat somewhere in town. You don't need a rental car. You could do a bus. There's probably a couch surfing website that you could do to stay on somebody's couch if you really needed to. There's hostel options in a lot of places. I believe there's one in Breckenridge, Colorado. Never been there, but I believe there's a hostel. So then it's like a little bit more community sharing, but you're also less per night, but it's community sharing, so that's something. Pocket bacon, says David. I'm trying to think what else would be good. You could even like hit up like Instagram, Facebook, like you could borrow gear for a day. Hey, anybody got a jacket? Blah, blah, blah. There's like Volcom's doing this now where they're doing like a rent a gear. I think it was like $10 a day to rent a jacket. So you get like 5 days, $50. The jacket itself is $300. You could pay for a jacket and you own it, or you rent it. We were thinking about doing something like that next year where we had like a rental line and just test it out, but I don't know the business model behind if it's any good. Kind of questioning that at the moment. To me, it's like kind of hard. I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I got for you. Ben says, Tommy, I am still a relatively new boarder, and I'm working on my carves. Heel side, I can get clean lines, but toe side, my back foot always kicks out. What do I need to change? Interesting, because most people are actually the opposite. The heel side is a lot harder than toe side, so this is actually pretty exciting because I personally think you conquered the harder one, which is good. The biggest thing that I feel that you're struggling with is you're doing this thing called creating a pivot, which is gonna not allow that thin carved slice. If you have two big things, if you have 60% of your weight over your lead foot, you're gonna have this thing that I refer to as like the windshield wiper move. So imagine the windshield wiper is stuck here, and now you're gonna pivot. Well, that, because your weight's in front, you're gonna have that pivot. That's gonna cause that pivot, which causes you to not have a slice snow. So what you're gonna wanna do is make sure your belly button is in the center of the board, and you're pressing your knees, you're pressing your knees against the front of your boots equally. And then when you wanna carve, think about pressing your shins against the front of the boot equally to create that carve. Now, a lot of times when you actually carve, you can press your hips forward and your shins forward. That's actually not this isn't super accurate, but you could actually be in like a relatively good body position like this to actually get a carve. It's actually gonna be pretty easy. And you could be in like more of like a laid down, your hands kind of touch in the snow type turn. That's a possibility, but you're gonna wanna make sure your weight is distributed evenly across the board, the full edge, by pressing your shins against the front of the boot. Ooh, favorite resort that I've been to on the East Coast? I would say Pennsylvania was pretty fun. So I went to Seven Springs, super fun. It was like super rainy, fun vibes, riding grass, hitting rails, rope tow parks. That was pretty fun. I've been to like Okemo. That was pretty decent. Stratton, I competed in the US Open like 100 years ago. That was pretty fun. So I'd say probably like, I really liked like PA. That was pretty fun. It was like a fun experience. Night riding, vibing. It was good. Oh, dude, Tommy, absolutely not, bro. Let's not do that. That's funny though. I suspect I move my shoulders before my shins. So even weight distribution and shins first. Yeah, because a lot of times you could do this thing like called like an inclinated turn, where you could literally be as stiff as a board and just don't move your shoulder, don't move your hips, don't move your knees, and just lean on your toe. And if you distribute your weight evenly, you'll literally carve, because you're using the radial side cut, the shape of your board, to carve. The shape of the board will make you turn. So you can literally just lean. To amplify that, we can increase the tilt by pressing our shins forward, which is going to make that more dramatic turn or a sharper turn. If you're moving your shoulder first, you're actually causing an imbalance of weight and weight distribution, causing that board to want to move. I would say that you want to keep your shoulder pointed in the direction you're going, but like really, we're not trying to like make a skidded turn, right? We're just trying to allow that shoulder to slightly be in the direction you're going. Meaning, skidded turn, I want to be like, here, carve turn, it's more like stacking the top of your shoulder over your toe strap. Now I can carve, I can shin, but I'm not doing this. Does that make sense? And as I move, that gross motor function of the shoulder is actually going to cause a lot more movement lower in the body, which is actually going to be not what we're looking for here. Hopefully you like that. Hopefully that answered. It's going to help. If it doesn't, you can have your money back. And you didn't pay, so I mean, it's a win-win. Juan says fireplace in Breck, 100%. Oh, Fireside Inn in Breck. So I totally read that wrong. Check that out. Google it. Google. Tips for nose butter 360. There's two different ways to do it. One is to get like more like really pressed in there. And if you're really pressed in there, make sure you're having your belly button stacked more over here. Keep your core engaged and allow it to move together. Or you can do more of like a compass turn, which means like you're doing a 360 and you happen to be pulling this leg up. This weight is barely on the nose, but it's staying there. So it's less of a butter, more of like a nose is in contact, but you have to like jump. You like jump. And then the leg, if you jump, but your board pushes down, you're actually never leaving contact with the snow, but you've unweighted the board. So there's two different ways to do it, but if you're trying to do a butter, belly button over the binding, look where you're going, keep the core engaged, allowing the upper and lower body to move together, and now you got like a really solid trick. Actually, watch my Instagram video or TikTok video from like a day or two ago. I got a couple tips on that. Lefty says, how is the hip surgery? I got hip issues on my left hip and the initial doctor said no surgery yet because I'm in my 40s and they'd rather have me wait. Were you going to get a full hip replacement? Question mark. Because I did not. I had a detorn and attached labrum that was like 50%. So the top half of my labrum was completely ripped off. They went and put, the problem was they went and put anchors in there. And then part of the So there's like a couple of different components. There's the top of the femur, the hip socket. The labrum is in between as a bushing. And then on the outside of the hip socket, there's like the capsule, which is all this stuff that's holding your leg in place. Well, that capsule actually adhered or glued together to my labrum, and then the labrum tore off the bone because it was stuck to the capsule. So they had to go slice the capsule and the labrum apart, and then they had to go anchor it back in. So I had another surgery, and I'm in just the same pain as I was before. 2 hip surgeries later, same pain. Dude, Jonathan, are you serious? He asked, are you finally retiring your Blossom this year? What are you going to get next? So that board right there is a brand new Blossom used maybe 3 times. So I have a Blossom board from last year that is broken. So if you watch some of my butter videos, you'll actually see my board doesn't flex naturally. It actually has a kink in it because it's actually broken, but I'm just riding it till it dies. So no, I have not retired it, says for Jonathan. So I haven't retired it. I do have the same Blossom right there. Big shout out to Powder Bowl in New Jersey. They're actually a snowboard shop just outside of Big Snow. So for all our New Yorker dudes, the owner, his name's Jordan, actually hooked me up with a Yonex board. Big shout out to him. He hooked me up with board and bindings. So I'm going to be rocking I'll be riding that this year. Once the snow season kind of hits, it's like a freaking incredible board. And Yonex has like, I'm a big fan of like Japanese culture, been to Japan. They have like such emphasis on quality of manufacturing, quality of craftsmanship. So I'm like really stoked on their board, and their boards are like expensive. So I'm like really thankful to be getting a board. So definitely really stoked to be riding a Styleholic, believe is what it's called. I think it's a 151 Yonex board. I'm going to be riding that a little bit later this season, which I'm super stoked on. You're a legend. Thank you, says Ben. Let's go, dude. I hope it helps, man. Maga says, are you going to improve? Going all in on improving my switch riding this season. I can't wait to implement the tips from your guide. Dude, you got that. The biggest thing is just mileage. The more you can do it, the better it's going to be. Get out of here, gear. I'm late. Sorry if you've covered this. I'm having trouble connecting my turns. Going from heels to toes, I can't slow down enough to connect, and having kind of a full stop. So one thing that you could do is if you go over to my YouTube channel, there's like the search bar right here. You're just gonna type in change edges. What you call it, change edge. And there's 2 different videos here, but one is gonna be this one right here. The ultimate guide to changing edges on a snowboard, toe and heel side turn. This is gonna break it down better than I can because we're gonna have real world visual examples of the struggle, the challenges, and the solutions. So that's gonna be a really good one there. And then this one right here, 5 drills to improve your edge control on a snowboard. So after you've done this first video, watch this video right here. I don't think you're at this point. You could watch this one, proper heel side and toe side turns, 101 technique. That's an option too. So these videos right here, that's like 30 minutes of absolute guided awesomeness that you could do. So 1, 2, 3. Now the biggest thing that you're probably struggling with that is covered in these videos, but just to kind of like briefly talk about, is probably either your weight distribution going from turn to turn. That can be a big issue. For example, imagine when you're driving your car and the wheels are turning right, but your steering wheel is turning left. It's a bit of a conflict of interest, right? It's not working together, so that may be a big part of why you're struggling on some of your turns, especially like the edge change, the connecting. That's probably like a body position thing is just not quite aligned where it needs to be. That's gonna be a big deal. And then secondly, it could be timing of when you're doing stuff. Have you ever drove a manual car? You're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna put the clutch in, put into gear, and pull the clutch out. Maybe you're just clutch in, clutch out, then gear. Not gonna work. So it could be like a timing or sequential thing. So I would definitely check those videos out, but it's probably like a body position thing that you're probably struggling with. Let's see. Dope. I'll check out the Yonex. Hope to see you riding Central sometime this season. Yeah, Jonathan, I'll be there a bunch this season. Not sure what I'll be doing, how I'll be doing it. I'll probably be doing some front threes, back threes, and probably limiting it. Maybe some sevens once in a while. But the last couple years, I've been like absolutely struggling to grab my sevens because my leg doesn't want to move up. So hopefully we can kind of get back at it, but not really expecting to. But we'll have some fun out there. Got to get out of here, yeah. Yeah, man. I'm glad that makes sense. And to watch those videos, you can even get a notepad, write some stuff down, put it in your phone. So like next time you go snowboard, you're like, watch that video and be like, oh, biggest takeaway is write it down. Watch the next video. Biggest takeaway, write it down. Biggest takeaway, write it down. 3 videos, boom, 30 minutes while you're maybe not driving to the resort, but you're waiting at the resort at lunch, waiting for it to pick up. You're at chairlift. There's like plenty of time to watch those videos. And if you're like, I don't have time for this, watch them at 2x speed. You'll the 30-minute videos come down to 15. Like I do it all the time. But I also talk really fast because I'm trying to get a lot of information in. But yeah, there's some stuff there that could like really, really benefit for sure. For sure. All right, well, we're 2 hours and 7 minutes in. We said we're going to end it and got excited and carried away, but we are going to end it. My voice is getting raspy. Next week, we're going to be doing a behind the scenes with the team of Benetek, talking about the designs, future stuff we're doing, ambitious, ridiculous goals that I have. We're going to do Benetek stuff, showcasing some of the gear. If you want to learn more about the gear, it's going to be at the beginning of the video, maybe like a third of the way through. There's going to be a gear showcase that I do have there. It's all back here. You probably can't see it, but there's gear showcase. I also do have an online snowboard course if you're interested in a systematic way to learn snowboarding, as if I'm your snowboard coach. Not this Instagram stuff that's all over and super confusing. I have a systematic way to teach you. Check out snowboardingsecrets.com. That, just type in snowboardsecrets.com. You'll see that there. And then that is going to be that. There's benetek. We're going to be dropping benetek November 24th, which is actually next Sunday, November 24th. Be dropping our stuff, so you can order on Sunday, and then we'll be shipping on Monday. At least most of the gear will ship on Monday. So freaking stoked about that. Online snowboard course, Benetek, live stream next week, Tuesday at 3 p.m., not 5 p.m. B. Shreddy says, so glad you're back on the live streams. Yep, we got some stuff. I appreciate that. And yep, we're going to try to make these as awesome as possible. We got some stuff, maybe some video reviews, maybe some Q&A. No, some trivia. Trivia could be cool. I'm going to answer this last. Any Black Friday special? We're gonna do Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We're gonna do special on goggles. So we're gonna do goggles. I'm not gonna goggles and some gear from last year. We're also gonna have some old gear. I have like some clearance aisle stuff that we're gonna be adding as well. So we'll have like some last year's gear discount. We'll have goggle discount and a clearance discount type stuff, and then so we're going to be doing those kind of things for those days. And then that will be like, Friday, Black Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then anything ordered on Saturday, Sunday will ship Monday. If you order stuff on like Friday at like before 7 a.m., my fulfillment center will get it. More like 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So like 11 East Coast time, they'll like ship it out same day, but it's usually next day. But yeah, so we got, dude, look at this. Dude, Michael says, bought your goggles last season and they were amazing. Best goggles I've ever owned. No fog, no issues the whole day. Are you kidding me? Love to see it. I appreciate that. Might have to like pin that comment forever, right? Appreciate that. I've been like, the goggles took like over 3 years, 3.5 years to like develop, produce, test, molds, improvements, revisions. So I'm glad you liked them for sure. Dang, you guys keep asking questions. I'm trying to get out of here. Isaac says, bought a snowboard addiction board. Little word about jumping on the board strapped in. 2 big things. Start with a 50-50, which means like, here's the rail. Just hop on this way. Not a big deal. As long as you're balanced, you're going to be fine. Anytime your belly button is like over here, that's when you can slip out, or over here you slip out. But if you just jump up with your belly button focused on top, I have no problems. If you're going to do a board side, same thing. Just make sure you're parallel to the angle of the thingamabobber that you're on. But I wouldn't worry about necessarily breaking it because it's definitely designed, tested type thing. So I wouldn't worry about that. But that's kind of my tip. I'm going to teach my girlfriend to snowboard this year. She has a few years of skiing and not snowboarding, and a tip to give her. Ideally, I would just try to make like one thing that we all love, and I could just be generally speaking about everyone, is like, we love snowboarding because it's fun. Like, how do you make the snowboard experience more fun than skiing? Or do you present it as, hey, snowboarding is a challenge, that's why I want to snowboard because it's a challenge. A lot of skiers love snowboarding because it's a challenge. So like, I think like, how do you make it like super fun or super engaging? So she's like, oh my God, I gotta come back because it was so fun. Way more fun than snowboarding, or sorry, than skiing. Or that was a challenge, I really gotta conquer this. So it's like that's kind of my thought. Secondly is just, if you could do some like handhold teaching, and if you're not comfortable teaching her, get her a lesson so that she's not falling all the time. Because one thing that skiers struggle with is like, well, the very first day you ski, you just strap in and you go, you're fine. Snowboarding, you spend 3 days falling before you figure it out. So if she's the person who doesn't want to be falling and crashing because she would rather be skiing, because like, why would I crash? Here's my example. Why would I go skiing, crash for the next 4 days when I could just go snowboard? Why would I go ski when I could just have fun with my friends? So you gotta like somehow change that. So if she's like gonna fall a lot, get her a lesson. And if you're super confident teaching her, make sure you're teaching her so that she's not falling. So that's kind of like my thoughts. Yo, Beach Ready with a $2 donation. By the way, you get a freaking spin to win. Like the stream, my dudes. Appreciate the $2 donation, my dude. He says, my dude, let's go. No fog, let's go. Lefty says, thanks, Tommy. Catch you next week live stream. And yes, trivia will be fun. I got like a trivia of like snowboard information and stuff, but then I also got like some Tommie Bennett trivia. Because one, if I do trivia on myself, you can't look up the answers on YouTube, or you can't look up answers, or you can't find it on ChatGPT. But if you're like, who's the first person to do a double backflip? You're like, ChatGPT open. I'm like, you guys are cheating. That's not part of it. So that might, we do a little trivia. Could be fun. Oh, Sean says, can you offer some advice for somebody who's new to jumping, who's never hit a side hit? Many look heavily angled. Many look heavily angled and scary. One is just like go in slow where you catch a little bit of speed, because a lot of times you get a side hit is essentially high repetition that ends up creating a groove. And a lot of times people hit it where the more you push in the jump, it becomes, instead of a launcher, instead of like sending it this way, it becomes like bowed out. So you're gonna want to anticipate that. And a lot of times I hit this, I want to press against the jump so I could control my air. So I would manage speed, control your air, and just make sure the landing's clear. Landing's clear. Ooh, this is a great question. Sorry, bro. I'm new. What is benetek? Benetek is my goggle and technical outerwear company. I started this goggle, so I actually started the idea of goggles in 2019, and it took about 3 years to develop my goggles. Well, while I was developing the goggles, I actually started doing like tech hoodies, and essentially tech hoodies are the comfort of a hoodie where you have like the kangaroo pouch, you got the baggy fit, you got the hood, you don't have the zipper, so it makes it more of a hoodie, but the performance of a jacket. So it's waterproof, it's like 15K waterproof, and it's like this fun, baggy feel. You got the features of a hoodie, the comfort of the hoodie, but the performance of a jacket. So I started doing the tech hoodies while the goggles were manufactured. Now we're like officially started in 2021, so we're like 3 to 4 years into this, and now we're... Ooh, anonymous, I love this question. We're gonna get to that in a second. But so benetek is like been going in. So we had a version 1 of the tech hoodie, and then we went to 2. So the 1 was a little small. So the version 2 was a little bigger, more appropriate size, solved that issue. 3 was like cool, crazy designs, super fun. They sold out, flagship product. And then V4 is like, okay, we improved on everything we've learned and added some more cool designs. Anonymous, this is a great question. No hate, but are your goggles actually are they just rebranded Chinese models like your YouTuber and vloggers do their merch? That is a great question. Give me a second. Hold on. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you because I have nothing to hide. I'm a nice guy. Okay. These goggles right here are my benetek goggles, okay? benetek goggles. These are mine. Now, what's cool about these is these are not just rebranded goggles. I actually designed how thick I wanted the strap. I designed the magnet system to actually have these little pillars. Can you see it? How do we do this? How do we do this? there's actually this pin. You can see them right there. So these pins, right? So now the cool thing about the pins is you line them up here and you line them up, and then what that does is it allows you to have more vertical strength. One of the biggest problems I had is I bought a $300 pair of magnetic goggles. The very first day I had them on, I went like this to lift them up, and my lens popped out, landed on the ground. So what I did, instead of just rebranding myself, I actually created like, okay, what's the problem that I have? Dude, I just scratched a $300 pair of goggles first day. So now I have more vertical strength because I had a problem and I'm creating a solution. So now when you lift it up, you don't have that problem. So then I had a manufacturer that I was working with. I actually called Zeiss, literally called the lens manufacturer and said, I want to make goggles. Who's your recommendation for manufacturer? They're like, this manufacturer works with this company, this company, and this company. I said, cool, give me their contact. Literally got their contact and said, hey, I want to work with you. I want custom goggles. And they sent me 10 pairs of goggles they already had. And I said, no, there's a problem with this. This doesn't work, all this stuff. Like I literally went through every single goggle and said, no, these are not that sick. I actually want to design my own. So then I talked to the team and I said, hey, I want to design my own. And this is exactly what I want. I want this shape, this here, and this here. And they're like, great. But of course we had some issues. I wanted to do like a magnetic or a locking system, and then they couldn't get that right. And so then we went with something else. And then I was like, all right, we need this little like tab here. So then you can like pull this up. So then they're like, cool. We finally got, after like 3 years, they're like, great. We know what we want. And they're like, okay, now you got to pay for molds. And I'm like, how much is that? They're like, $30,000. And you're like, or I could just go with a goggle that's $10 and I could just have it right now. And I was like, boom. So I actually went with the mold. I paid for the mold. Then I have an MOQ, which means I have minimum order quantity. I have a white goggle and I need to order hundreds of those minimum. Then I had to do black, so I had hundreds of those. And then I had this teal and orange one that is here. I had to order hundreds of those. So I had to order like over 1,000 pairs of goggles just to be able to like do the goggle company. But I was able to have like the features that I want and the ideas and the goals that I want to achieve out of this. So this is not just a random goggle. This is not just somebody else. So to answer your question, this is R&D, this is tested, this is like, the worst part of the whole process is like, let's just say like this right here. The nose piece is supposed to be, it was like flat. And I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna wear this. And I go like this, I put it on, because it's flat, it would actually smack against my nose and it would hurt. The worst part is I would say, okay, cool, we need to round this out. This hurts. So like if you see here, it's actually, all the goggles will actually round it out. You can see the curvature in like right here. You round that out. It's 90 days from the moment I say, let's change it, to the moment I get it, it's 90 days. Imagine changing 5 things. That's 15 months of frustration, challenges, and trying to fix everything. So that's why it took like 3 years, because we like, nope, that wasn't good, let's fix it. Cool, that wasn't good, let's fix it. So no, it's I love that question, because I could have easily gone with another goggle and just put my name on it. But like, I want something that's unique. I want something that actually solves the problems that I feel like I have. Same thing with like these, right? These jackets right here I could have gone to Alibaba and be like, oh, just give me a jacket and put benetek on it. No, these are custom designed. How big the hood is we decided. The print, we decided. How big the arms are, we decided. How long they are, we decided. I want this pocket here versus here versus here. Here versus here versus here. We designed all this. I want this here, this tag here. Like, we designed every little detail, so it's not just, oh, we're gonna put our logo on something else. Like, no, it's all custom gear. It's all like, I have a problem that we're trying to solve. So it's been a bit of a grind for sure. It's been a grind. It's been some time, but like, I hate when people, and this is like something that is kind of like kind of trying to educate the consumer. It's not merchandise. It's not YouTuber merch. To me, YouTuber merch is, here's my controller, and we're gonna put my name on it, and here you go. Like, that's merch to me, right? I don't do that. What I do is custom designed products. So it's not merch, it's more like a legit company. This is a legit company. It's not just, it's legit. So fun little banter, or no, fun little tangent on that one. But I love that question. That was good. And I don't know where this question is. Just get an Insta 360. I don't know where that is, but here we are. That design though, yo, let's go. Please answer my question about phone gimbal or 360 type camera. Trying to get either by next week. Okay, yeah, my bad. So with that one, I would say, what is your goal? And I don't know if you've like asked this question somewhere else. Been trying to film on the mountain, phone gimbal, 360 action cam. Love the videos. Okay, cool. I personally think the Insta360 is going to be your best solution for two big reasons. One, you can get actually have one right here. You can use this as like a normal mode. We could do like a single lens. So if I'm trying to film a friend and a friend only, I can go single lens mode and just film you. You can get like a different mounting so that it's more like a different camera, but that's like easiest, right? But if I want to film myself because I don't have friends, I can literally just pull this camera out and I can film it. Or I can set this up and hike at a rail. The problem with the cell phone is you're not getting much shot of you, plus your battery's getting cold, plus your battery's going to die, plus... Oh, and you're filming others as well. At least this has the versatility of the single camera to film them, film you. But what's also cool about this is let's say that I'm filming them and I happen to do something funny, something cool, or I catch something. Because you're filming in 360 degrees at all angle, you can actually film them and me at the same time. So I'm getting that shot, this shot, and then I can have that option. So this is going to be your best, like all around best option. And a gimbal... Gimbals in, oh, here's another thing. Gimbals in cold kind of sucks. But one thing that the gimbals struggle with is your camera stays flat. Here's your view. The reality is your filming actually should be a little bit tilted because when you're snowboarding, you're going at this angle. So now when you're filming your gimbal, what happens to your friend's head up here, the rest of the body is going at this way. You're actually cutting off a lot of their body because you're not actually adapting to the 30-degree pitch that you're going down. Because if I'm going down 30 degrees, guess what? My phone's at 0. I don't use gimbals because they don't account for the diagonal travel of skiing and snowboarding. Boom. That's why I don't use them. I had a friend, he had like a $500, $600 gimbal, tried to use it. Half my buddies cut off because it just doesn't work. And then in the cold, it's like, and the battery dies, and it's like, I should have just got an Insta360. And the Insta360, oh, by the way, if you use the link in my description, which I have to update, so I'll update it soon. But I have an Insta360 link that allows you to get this, a protector, or you get like a protector for free, and you get a free selfie stick. I would definitely go with the V4 because it does 8K for 360 degrees versus before it was 5.7K for 360, which means that when you export it, it just doesn't look as good. You need more resolution for the 360 to actually be better. Plus this will end up doing slow motion. Plus the low light performance is better. I actually shot a video yesterday where a lot of times the Insta360 historically struggled. Let's say the sun is here, but it's like at my back. Well, then technically the whole front of my body is darker. That's brighter. And I'm filming this way because I'm going down the hill. Well, the front side of my body, it was super dark and it would be not good quality. I filmed yesterday with the V4 and the quality of my jacket and the detail, even though the sun's at my back and there's less light in front, it did great. It's worth the upgrade of the 4. You'll get a better deal on the 3, but the 4, if you're looking for quality, function, versatility, 4 is way better. Dude, be shredded with a freaking another donation. Let's go. New board need new benetek sticker. If you win here, you actually get a sticker. I got these new ones. We made like some new stickers. We're going to spin. Anytime anybody does a donation, you get a spin. Oh, you were so close. What a tease. Sorry about that. Yeah, so. But yeah, anonymous, good question. David, loving those details. Appreciate it. Isaac says, will you be rolling out Asian fit goggles in the future? It's definitely on the bucket list because there's like 2 things I want to do with the goggles. One, I really want to like solve the problem of like fogging goggles because I have a couple ideas of how to actually create a solution for that, which is going to be really unique and interesting, but there's going to be some like R&D, and I'm actually going to go through the R&D structure a little bit different this time. Instead of like relying on somebody, oh, I just totally blew that. What is going on? Instead of relying on instead of relying on like a manufacturer to do a bunch of the R&D, I'm actually gonna like try to do as much of the R&D as myself, and then have a buddy who has a 3D printer and try to print stuff and do as much of that, so that when I go to the manufacturer, I should be like, copy this, make it, can you make this? Cool, done. And I've already done all the stuff because it's 90-day turnaround time's not that sick. So there's a couple of like things I want to change. And then it also becomes like an MOQ thing. If I can afford financially to do another goggle and have another variation that's an Asian fit, I'll do it. Totally makes sense. But if it's like, I just don't have the budget, or goggles aren't actually the best return on investment, I may do it, may not. So it's kind of like seeing how this season goes this year, talking about the goggles, super hyped on them, people are pumped on them. Just see where they're at, and if they're like killing it, then we'll definitely do something for sure. Yo, what a freaking toxic with the $4.99 donation, dope. Dude, expect some videos from Lee Canyon. I want to go so bad. I almost went last year, but I decided not to because I went to Vegas, but here we are. Almost got the free sticker. Thank you so much for the donation, my dudes. Let's freaking go. So yeah, we got some options this year. So yeah, we're gonna figure that out. I think it's gonna probably be another 2 to 3 years before I do goggles again, because I really want to make sure I have a goggle that's absolutely gonna just like blow it out of the water. And I need to check out some new, just some new ideas. How do I make these better? Because I'm like a big person of like, okay, cool, that tech hoodie's like, I should say it's perfect. How do I make it better? There's like this like thought process as a business is like, how do we make it better? Even if it's 1% better, the mindset of how do we make it better? I love having that idea as a fundamental principle of our business to make it better. If we're satisfied, like, oh, this is the best thing ever, we're gonna lose. We need to constantly be innovative. We're constantly thinking 1%, 1%. We just actually want to do this little change. Cool, it's better. We need to constantly thinking like, how do we make it better? If we're like content with like, oh, it's perfect, that's not what this business is about. It's not what I'm about, right? Snowboarding, at the end of the day, Sean White, Travis Rice, Mark McMorris, everyone can get better. Like, why not us? Why not the business? There was another question I was going to answer before I roll out of here. What jacket is that? Can you layer under it for cold? Ooh, love that question. So we got 2 jackets here. This is going to be the tech hoodie, which is benetek. That's going to be dropping on, this jacket right here is going to be dropping on Sunday and shipping out on Monday. So this jacket right here is actually slightly oversized so that you can put a puffy jacket underneath it. I hope my internet didn't just go out. Did it? My internet's so weird sometimes. But, what was I talking about? Oh, that jacket is designed to be a little baggy so you can put a puffy jacket underneath it or layers. But the best part, it's got vents so you can literally, the whole thing about the tech hoodie is I want you to be able to ride from October to May, which means that in October, it's like sunny, it's kind of cold, but not really. Cool. You don't need a puffy. Middle of winter, it's 0 degrees out, put a puffy under it, still good to go. Thanks, Ben. I don't know why my internet just like, bleh, bleh. But so then with the tech hoodie in the middle of winter, it's 0 degrees, you can still wear it. Well, guess what? Springtime, you open the vents, you're good to go. So it's like our like flagship year-round tech hoodie, awesome. Then we also have winter jackets that is coming this year called benetek X. It's gonna be some really cool stuff. This is like our next level line, which is going to have really nice pockets, features, zippers, seam tape, like all this stuff. Super, super, super duper. Super cool. All that is gonna be dropping on Sunday, shipping Monday. Check out shopbenetek.com for that. If you want to jump on our text message thread, we're going to have a text message thread. If you just type in this, I'll put it in chat real quick, and then I should probably go. At some point. I'm just want to make sure I have this accurate text. Quote, snow. Am I even? Yeah, there we go. Snow. 2-970-236-4448. Boom. Text that number to get early access. You're gonna get 24-hour early access to the drop. We have limited sizes on our drops, limited size, limited quantity. So if you want the jacket we have limited stock. So you have to get it. If you're on the text message thread, you're going to be 24-hour heads up. And then we're going to do an email spam. I have like an email, not spam, email send, where I have like 7,000 people on an email list. Boom, that's going to be next. And then we're going to go to public, which is going to go Instagram, TikTok, YouTube type stuff. So the goal is to like kind of roll out in phases. So if you're on the text message thread, you're going to get access to it first. If you're on the email, second. If you're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, that's going to be like third, and then we're going to do just a bunch of hype. And then we're going to do a live stream on Tuesday talking about it, trying to promote it, and then we got Black Friday coming up too. We will be discounting old gear / goggles / we'll have some clearance aisle stuff. Yo, Kaz, what up? Welcome back, Tommy. Hope all is well. You know, we're out here. Hey, Taxi. Well, if it isn't the man, the myth, and the legend, when I see your face, I know it's getting cold outside. Exactly right. It's cold. It's winter. Showing back up. Absolute mess. Cool. Well, on that note, we're going to get out of here. Jump on the text message thread. We'll see you next Tuesday, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm telling you so I can remember. And we're vibing. We're vibing. Check out shopbenetek.com. You guys are amazing. I'm going to end that there. Peace out. Love you all. And then share this with your friends. All that stuff. I don't know how to end this. I've been doing this live stream thing for like 3 years. I still don't know how to end this. What are we doing here? Oh, that's why. Okay. No, not okay. I saw there's like so many buttons I gotta press. If you're still here, awkward. Oh, there we go. Okay, peace. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Bye. Oh wait, I hit the wrong button. It said, "Do you want to leave the stream?" And I said, "Not yet." Yes, I do. Bye.